Hello and welcome to Cantine Field here in Saugerties, New York, the fifth and final day of the 2021 New York State American Legion Championship Tournament. We entered this tournament on Saturday with 8 teams, and here this morning just 2 remaining. Hamburg against Smith Post, with the winner being crowned 2021 New York State American Legion champions. I'm Dylan McGlynn, joined alongside Jake Starr here in Game 1. And Jake, as we get ready for this game here this morning, should go over the scenario. Obviously, this is a double elimination tournament. Hamburg advanced out of the winner's bracket. They have not lost yet, so if Smith Post were to win the championship today, they're going to have to win not just this game, but a Game 2 that would force. And obviously, if Hamburg wins Game 1, then the tournament is over.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done if you're Smith Post. Lost 11-0 to Hamburg earlier in this tournament, so not only do you have to avenge that loss, but you have to do it twice if you want a chance to win the state tournament. So really nothing to lose if you're Hamburg. You have to just go out there. Both teams really got to go out there and play like you got nothing to lose. That's going to be the key today. You know, the team that plays tense is going to be the team that loses this game. So, I'm excited. It's a beautiful morning, Dylan. A little bit of a breeze blowing in from right center field, but I think it's a great day for baseball between 2 really good teams that have been playing really good baseball as of the last couple of days.
So Smith Post, the visitor, as Hamburg advanced out of the winner's bracket. If there is a Game 2, there will be a coin toss to determine the home team. So we'll take you through the Smith Post lineup. Riley Brody, the pitcher, leading off as he steps in. Damon Campanaro, shortstop, bats second. Second baseman Jake Primo bats third. At third base, Derek Holmes bats fourth. Marco Macri at first bats fifth. Evan DeLutis in center batting sixth. Catcher Kyle Williamson batting seventh. Jack Lawless in right batting 8th, and Dylan Melchior in left, batting 9th as we are underway. First pitch to Brody is up high for a ball, and the starting pitcher for Hamburg, Michael Heilig. And Jake, he started the first game of the tournament for Hamburg as well. That one into right field, that's a base hit, and a leadoff single for Riley Brody to get this game underway.
Good start there by Brody, squares up a fastball up in the zone, but yeah, Heilig faced Kingston Saugerties back in round 1. Only went 4 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 run was earned, walked 4, struck out 3. So got a good effort from him, got the win, and they're able to have him ready for this championship game.
That'll bring up Damon Campanaro with Brody at first and nobody out. And like you mentioned, it was a solid outing for Heilig in his first appearance on the mound of this tournament. First pitch to Campanaro is right there for a called strike.
First pitch today at 10:16, Dylan. Yeah. 70 degrees, as we said, partly cloudy. A nice breeze blowing in. The big flag in right center field, as you can see on your stream, blowing directly in, now moving right to left.
Throw over to first just to check on Brody. He gets back safely. And yeah, Jake, as you mentioned earlier, these 2 teams have faced off already in this tournament, and it was pretty one-sided. Hamburg with a mercy rule 11-0 win over Smith Post. That was on Monday, just 2 days ago. That one lined to center field, and that's going to get down in front of Torello. Back-to-back singles to start the top of the first for Smith Post.
Dylan, I'm not sure. I think Torello might have had a play on that one if he had a better read on it. I don't know how confident he was seeing it off the bat. But I thought it hung up there long enough for him to take a couple steps in, but he kind of just sat back and let it drop in front of him. I get it if you're Hamburg. On paper, you're the better team. You just want to keep everything in front of you. Don't play any risky baseball. But obviously, you still got to play to win. You can't play not to lose.
First pitch to Jake Primo is taken for a strike, going 1. And as you mentioned, it did seem like Torello, had he gotten a good jumper, charged that one, probably could have caught the ball. But instead, it's a base hit for Campanaro. 0-1 from Heilig. Curveball misses. 1-1. It's Brody at second and Campanaro at first in the top of the first. Smith Post looking to take an early lead. The 1-1 is inside, 2-1. We have a 6-man umpire crew here in this championship game today. All 6 are on this game. Have a home plate ump. Umps down each of the lines in the infield, and then umps in the outfield as well down the lines. 2-1 from Heilig. Line drive, base hit into left field. Coming around third is Brody. He'll be held there. 3 consecutive singles to start the game, and Smith Post has loaded the bases with nobody out.
Primo, great piece of hitting there. And Smith Post, what they're doing, they're just sitting on that fastball. And Heilig is leaving that up in the zone, and they're taking advantage of it so far.
And now a big opportunity for the third baseman, Derek Holmes. Bases loaded and nobody out. Smith Post, so we remind you, was shut out in their last meeting against Hamburg here in this tournament. Lost 11-0. Well, certainly off to a much better start here in the first game of this championship series. First pitch from Heilig is a strike, 0-1 on Holmes. Heilig comes set. The 0-1. Ground ball to second. Flip to the bag for one. LaDuca to first. A double play. And a run scores. I think both teams would take that trade-off. It's 1-0 Smith Post with now 2 outs here in the first.
Yeah, no, I think if you're Hamburg, you easily take that trade-off. You get 2 outs, only give up 1 run. Could have been a lot worse of a situation with bases loaded and no outs. And Armstrong and LaDuca just do it again. That's been one of the best duos so far in this tournament in the middle of the field.
So Campanaro's at third now with 2 outs, and that'll bring up the powerful first baseman, Marco Macri, who takes a ball in the dirt, 1-0. Macri, you may remember earlier in this tournament, on I believe on Sunday, muscled up the fastball and hit it out to straightaway right field. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Good block behind the plate by Max Schmarter. Count now 2-0. Heilig comes set. A 2-0 pitch. Misses low, 3-0.
Heilig definitely one of the harder throwers that we've seen so far in this tournament. And he's yet to give up any walks. Obviously a few hits so far, but you don't want to lose a batter here of 2 outs.
3-0 pitch to Holmes is right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. It was 3 straight hits to start the game off of Heilig, but then a big double play has him just 1 out away from getting out of this inning with only 1 run. 3-1 pitch is well upstairs and a little bit inside, ball 4, and Macri works a 2-out walk.
You know, luckily there's no harm, no foul there. If a couple of bases open, now you have the force at first and second. See the catcher Schmarter step out in front of the plate here to give some signs for the first and third play. Wouldn't be surprised to see Macri put in motion, just try to eliminate that force, make the play harder on an already talented Hamburg infield. But obviously, look, 2-out walks can come back to bite sometimes. Now you got a kid in DeLutis up. We'll see what he can do with the runner on third.
So here is Evan DeLutis, first and third and 2 outs. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. So you mentioned Smith Post has to win this game to force a game 2, which would start about a half hour after the conclusion of this one. If Hamburg wins, there is no game 2. 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1.
That's the key here. Smith Post wants to win this championship. They have to win 2 games. Hamburg only 1, but you can't play complacent if you're Hamburg, knowing that you only need to win 1 of 2. You have to approach this game like it's win or go home.
1-1 pitch, stays upstairs. Tried to go with the curveball, and it's 2-1.
After walking Macri, you don't want to lose DeLutis here if you're Heilig. I think got to come back here with the fastball, even though they've hit it pretty well this inning.
The 2-1 pitch does come back with a fastball, and it's right there, taken to even the count, 2-2. First and third, 2 outs in the top of the first. Already 1 run home for Smith Post. Michael Heilig trying to work out of further damage. The 2-2 pitch is taken, called, strike 3, and that ends the inning. Smith Post gets a run, but Michael Heilig able to work around further damage. Hamburg coming to the plate when we return. Bottom of the first inning here at Cantine Field in Saugerties, New York, the 2021 American Legion New York State Championship. Hamburg can clinch it with a win here in this game, while Smith Post trying to force a game 2, and they're off to a good start. A run on 3 hits in the top of the first inning, and it will be Riley Brody, the man who started the inning offensively, on the mound for Smith Post. And Brody also, like Michael Heilig, started in the first game of the tournament for his team. And Brody's an interesting guy because he tends to drop down to that sidearm arm slot when he throws the fastball. So really something to watch for in this one, Jake. Brody likes to mess with his delivery. He likes to mess with that timing. You'll see him quick pitch, and you'll see him drop to that more three-quarter sidearm slot at times. His first pitch is curveball that misses low, 1-0.
A nice curveball. Brody, this is his second appearance so far in this tournament. He started against Rayson Miller in round 1, went 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts.
Count now 1-1. Torello fouls that straight back. Lineup for Hamburg is as follows. Obviously, Santino Torello, the center fielder, in the box right now. He's leading off. Alex Zimian, last night's starter, DH, batting second. Jack Duffick at first base, batting third. So the 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. Max Schmarter, the catcher, batting fourth. Shortstop Jacob LaDuca batting fifth. Matthew Armstrong at second base, batting sixth. Connor Kiefer, third baseman, batting seventh. Aiden Brunner batting eighth in right field. And rounding out the order, the number 9 hitter, Andrew Stabluski, in left field. That one just inside. Count now 3-1 on Torello.
This is a Hamburg team that you don't want to give free passes to because they can hit the ball, and they can hit the ball early and often. So this is a team you got to get ahead of in the count. You got to retire guys early.
3-1 pitch, misses upstairs. Leadoff walk issued to Torello.
Well, right on cue there, you got the leadoff hitter aboard, and this is a team, if you let the leadoff hitter get on, they're going to make you pay. It's not a matter of if but when. So now a little bit more of a challenge here for Brody, having to work around a leadoff walk.
That'll bring up Alex Zimian, DH today, I should say. It's still not yet 10:30 in the morning. First pitch, lifted in the air, right field, and that is going to get down for a base hit. Lawless laid out and couldn't make the play. It's a single for Zimian, and Hamburg has the first 2 runners on.
And this is a bit of a flare right there off the end of the bat. Didn't really sound the cleanest coming off the bat. Probably stung the hands of Zimian a little bit. My hands hurt just hearing how that sounded off the bat right there. But I thought it hung up enough, but Lawless and Primo both made a run for it, the right fielder and second baseman respectively, but neither were able to get there. And it's 2 on, no outs now for Hamburg. We'll see if Smith Post can work around this jam like Hamburg did in the top half of the frame.
First and second, nobody out. First pitch from Brody misses low and in to Jack Duffick, the big first baseman. And like you mentioned, Jake, first 3 runners reached in the top half of the inning for Smith Post. They were only able to score a run. That is smoked into left center. That ball's going to get down, and that is going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run scores as Torello comes around. Being waved around is Zimian. Here's the throw to the plate. It is cut off. A 2-run double for Jack Duffick, and just like that, Hamburg has a 2-1 lead.
What did I say, Dylan? You give this team an opportunity to strike, and they're going to strike. But I want to look more deeper into this play a little bit. Why was that ball cut off? I think they might have had a play at home to possibly get Zimian out, and it was cut off. I think even if you go home, Duffick at second, I don't think he goes at third. And if he does, you still have a play at the bag. I think in a game like this, I get the fundamentals. I get you want to cut it off and keep the runners back. But there you got to know, hey, you might have a chance at the guy at home. And even if it gets to home, I still think you have a play at third if Duffick tries to test him.
So here's the catcher, Max Schmarter. And there it is. First time we've seen that sidearm quick delivery from Brody as Schmarter takes a fastball for a strike. So Duffick's at second. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first, and all of a sudden Hamburg has a lead. Snap throw back to second, and man, they almost had him. Looked like the throw might have beat him there, but Campanaro just wasn't able to keep it in his glove.
Yeah, kind of got it lost between Duffick diving back and having to kind of reach around it. I think if he secures that, he might have a play.
0-1 pitch from Brody, swung on and missed, 0-2. And right there, you see it directly how that quick pitch kind of delivery messes with the hitter's timing.
Yeah, because you're expecting him to come over the top, and you see that from the side, and you're like, oh, shoot, what do I do? And you don't have time to adjust, and the ball's coming in, low 80s.
0-2 from Brody. Popped up on the infield. Second base, Primo makes the catch for the first out.
That ball was hit a absolute country mile in the air. And, I mean, luckily the skies are pretty clear, so it's an easy to find. But still, on a sunny day like that, it can be hard to find the ball. And I find it, but just stick with it when you're looking straight up at the sky for so long.
Now bring up the shortstop, Jacob LaDuca, runner at second and one out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch from Brody is a curveball that drops in there, 0-1.
LaDuca was 0 for 1 with a couple of walks yesterday in Hamburg's 2-1 win over Kingston Socrates.
That one, line drive, base hit into right center. Coming around third is Duffick. He's being waved around. The throw to the plate is not going to be in time. RBI single for LaDuca, and it's 3-1 Hamburg in the first.
Great piece of hitting there by LaDuca. Recognized the curveball, and what did he do with it? He didn't clear his shoulder. He kept his shoulder in there, kept the hands back, stayed inside the baseball, and just fired it to right center field. Now, here's my question. Luckily, the runner stayed at first, but if you're Deludis, that throw's got to go to the cutoff man. They had no play at home in that situation. That's just one where, you're young and you have to know the situation.
Throw over to first to check on LaDuca. He gets back in. And, yeah, like you mentioned, that was a throw where if LaDuca had gone to second right away and committed and gone to second, he probably would have been there. Is Matthew Armstrong, second baseman, who takes a strike.
And I know, we're talking, very advanced fundamentally there, but obviously as a runner, if you see the trajectory of that ball and okay, that's not getting to the cutoff man, I can take off and be on second right away. It's little things in games like this. I mean, Hamburg, obviously, we're seeing their power. If you're Smith Post, you got to be so fine fundamentally today if you want to have a chance in this game.
0-1 pitch inside, and the count 1-1 on Armstrong. And, yeah, you can see just how quickly Hamburg can take that momentum back. Smith Post, yeah, they only got one run. They probably should have had more in the first, but they had some momentum, and just like that, Hamburg able to swipe it away from him. Count now 1-2 on Armstrong.
You see Brody go back to that sidearm delivery, and it's been pretty effective today when he's mixed it in, but it's just not something he can do every at-bat, every pitch, because these Hamburg batters are going to adjust. So the key is just going to be keeping them, off kilter today, and you have to start that now because, you can't let them score many more runs.
Runner goes. 1-2 is fouled back, so Armstrong keeps the at-bat alive as LaDuca will head back to first. And, yeah, with Brody, in the first game that he started in this tournament, it seemed like every time he dropped down and went with a quick delivery, the sidearm delivery, it was on the fastball, and he would stay over the top for the curveball. And, yeah, like you mentioned, that's something that teams are going to be very, very quick to pick up on as long as it continuously stays that way. The throw over, and again, LaDuca getting back in.
And you saw in that last pitch, LaDuca took off because obviously it's a guessing game whether he's going to go sidearm or over the top. And when he goes sidearm, his time to home is a lot longer. So if you can guess right, you're going to swipe it back easily.
1-2, misses high, 2-2.
There you're seeing go over the top with more of a slide step action from the stretch.
Yeah,
so
that was with the fastball.
And it's a lot more quicker to home plate. Even though he throws a fastball off the sidearm, his leg kick's a bit higher, just a lot longer to get to home plate. So it's a guessing game for Hamburg, and if they can guess right, they can get some free bags.
Here goes LaDuca, 2-2, line drive, base hit into left field. On his way to third is LaDuca. The throw is not in time. Following him into second is Armstrong. Great base running by Hamburg, and they have runners at second and third with still only one out.
So much to talk about on that play. First of all, Brody goes with a curveball, hangs up in the zone. Great job by Armstrong to recognize that and just stay with it and poke it in the left field. Great base running by LaDuca, who, as you said, was off on the play. He gets to third easily. That's one where you probably have a play at third, but you want to hold. There's been so many extra bases given up in this inning by just little things, missing cutoff man, throwing it to the wrong base. I'm not saying they went to the wrong base there. They probably had a play, but now a single scores two rather than one, where if you throw it the second, you got runners on the corners.
Yeah, I have to say I do think that was the right decision to go to third. We saw even with the hit and run on there, it was a pretty close play. And yeah, I think it was just great base running by Armstrong, great awareness over there at first to wave him around and have him get into second. So LaDuca at third, Armstrong at second, 1 out for the third baseman, Connor Kiefer. Takes a ball, 1-0.
And this is a Hamburg team that when they score, they can score in bunches. A couple of nights ago, when they mercy ruled Oneonta, they had a 9-run second inning and a 7-run fifth inning. So they can do it in bunches.
That one taken down. 2-0 now on Kiefer. And yeah, like you mentioned, Jake, 3 runs in this inning on 4 hits. They have 2 runners in scoring position with still only 1 out. That one sliced foul, 2-1.
And you saw that curveball that made it 2-0 was down. That's where that curveball has got to be.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that curveball that's been thrown for a strike, more of a get-me-over curveball. The Hamburg hitters have been taking advantage of it all afternoon or morning.
2-1, fouled off. Again out of play, 2-2.
Went back to that sidearm action there, and Kiefer, I don't think was expecting it.
Yeah.
Just had to fight it off. Now we'll see if he goes back to that, or see if he comes back to over the top. Maybe tries to bury a curveball here.
2-2 pitch from Brody, and it hits him square in the back. On a 2-strike count, Kiefer is drilled by the pitch, and that is going to load the bases with still only 1 out.
And now you have Bruner up here, bases loaded. Obviously, we saw on the top of the inning, Hamburg was able to escape a bases-loaded jam. And you see the momentum that's given them, because now they come back in the bottom half of the frame, and they've put up 3 so far. There could be more added, where if they don't turn that double play, they probably put up more runs. Who knows the trajectory this game is on?
Aiden Brunner at the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Chased upstairs for strike 1.
Brunner pinch hit last night, was hit by a pitch in his lone at-bat. Now he gets to start today.
0-1 from Brody. Hit on the ground to second. Flip to the bag. Campanaro for 1 on the first. It is in time to end the inning. A huge double play turned primo to Campanaro to Macri, and Smith Post gets out of the inning, but not before Hamburg plates 3 runs. And we enter the second inning here in the 2021 American Legion New York State Championship. Hamburg leads Smith Post 3-1.
For loans in minutes. Use our mobile app for at-home banking. 14 locations across Dutchess, Orange, and Ulster counties. The Trattoris Law Firm has been providing personalized services to those faced with the legalities around aging parents or family members with disabilities. We're your experienced Hudson Valley elder law and estate planning attorney. Ulster Federal Credit Union is a non-profit association of member owners whose goal is to help our members improve their personal financial status. UFCU, where people are worth more than money. Altamira Sew and Vac offers the Hudson Valley efficient, professional repairs of your vacuums, sewing machines, and sells the finest vacuum cleaners on the planet. Visit us at 703 Ulster Avenue in Kingston. With hundreds of flavors of ice cream deliciousness, the Jolly Cow in Lake Katrine has been serving our customers for almost 60 years. We always appreciate your business and look forward to serving you. A proud supporter of Legion Baseball. Live video streaming of the American Legion New York State Baseball Championship Series is brought to you by Wirecast. No matter the scale of your production, Wirecast software lets you share your passion with the world. Live. Part of the 16-team Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, the Saugerty Stein. The Trattoris Law Firm has been providing personalized services to those faced with the legalities around aging parents or family members with disabilities. We're your experienced Hudson Valley elder law and estate planning attorney.
Welcome back. Had a little bit of a technical issue there, which caused us to miss the first out of this second inning here. Still 3-1, Hamburg leads. It was Kyler Williamson who grounded out to short, 6-3. Laduca to Duffick for the first out. Michael Heilig's 1-0 pitch to Jack Lawless is up and in now, 2-0. Quick inning would be huge here for Heilig after a rough first inning, gave up a run on 3 hits. Now working with the lead, comes back with a strike. Wasn't caught by Schmarter, but it was still in the zone, so 2-1 now. Would be so huge for Heilig to be able to work a quick inning here. after Hamburg able to strike for 3 runs in the bottom half of the inning to give themselves the lead. Now 3-1 on Lawless.
Obviously here for your Smith Post, got a huge double play to escape that last inning.
3-1 pitch, hit hard on the ground to short, backhand stop. LaDuca keeps it in the infield. The throw to first is not going to be in time. Great play just to have a play, but it's an infield single for Jack Lawless.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be a hit. And LaDuca almost had a play too, which is crazy. If he doesn't bobble that, he easily gets Lawless out at first. But even on the bobble and kind of a looping throw, did a really nice job getting that one there.
So 1 out, and now Lawless at first, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Dylan Melchior, starting in left field for Smith Post here this morning. First pitch from High Lake is taken down and in, 1-0. No shortage of offense so far, already 8 hits in this game combined, 4 apiece. The 1-0, taken inside, 2-0.
That comes after the nightcap last night between Kingston, Socrates, and Hamburg. Saw a combined 3 hits for Hamburg, 6 hits total, and 3 runs. And we've already eclipsed both of those numbers this morning.
2-0 is in there for a strike, 2-1.
I'm not used to calling games this early in the morning, Dylan.
No, I keep saying tonight, and it's happened on Saturday and Sunday too. I would keep saying tonight or this afternoon, and I'd look at my phone and it'd be 10:30 in the morning. That one misses low. 3-1 now on Melchior. Well, the Lawless single also came on a 3-1 pitch.
Got the 9-hole hitter up here. Don't want to lose him and turn it back over to the top of the lineup in Brody.
3-1 is in there for a strike, and the count's full. Eiley comes set. Runner at first, 1 out. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded up the middle. LaDuca bobbles it. Only play is to first, and it is not in time. Went to go to second, bobbled the ball, had to go just to first, and Melchior able to beat it out. Now first and second, and still only 1 away.
That's got to be an E6. You
Yeah.
have to suppose. I think LaDuca's just thinking about turning 2 before he gets the ball in his glove. Second straight play. Granted, the first one was a tough play, but that one was one where you should at least have 2. But you bobble the ball there, just thinking ahead too much, and that's one of those things where you can't get complacent if you're Hamburg. You got to keep the foot on the pedal, got to still be aggressive and make the plays you got to make.
I don't think they would have been able to turn 2 there with the way Melchior was burning down the line, but obviously would have at least gotten the force at second and the lead runner, and we are going to get a mound visit here.
Yeah, I think that was just a situation where LaDuca's just thinking ahead. How can I get this out of my glove as quickly as possible? And it kind of messes with you right there, and that's where the bobble comes from.
And it is Hamburg head coach Brian Duffick out on the mound talking to his starter, Michael Highlake. Highlake struggled in the first inning, was bailed out of further damage by a double play ball in the middle of the inning with the bases loaded. Only ended up giving up 1 run. Hamburg offense got them 3 runs in the bottom half of the first, but a quick response here for Smith Post. 2 on and 1 out, and the pitcher Riley Brody stands in. He singled his first time. Top of the order for Smith Post here. Lawless at second and Melchior at first with 1 out. First pitch outside, 1-0.
Brody's been hot too. 4 for his last 4, including a home run and a double yesterday. So one of the most dangerous hitters at the plate right now. A big at-bat for both sides that could really determine the trajectory of this ball game.
1-0 pitch from High Lake. Up and away, 2-0. Well, now this inning we're starting to see High Lake struggle with his command a little bit more, falling behind. Last 3 straight hitters now. 2-0. Misses, and it's 3-0. High Lake fell behind 3-1 on Lawless. We fell behind 3-1 on Melchior, now behind 3-0 on Brody. And the pitch. Up and in, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with only 1 out.
Second straight inning where the bases have been loaded. Second walk so far this morning for High Lake. And you see you have A couple guys running down to the bullpen to warm up. Looks like Kyle Kuchevsky going down to warm up with a teammate, one of the backup catchers. And, you wonder how long the leash is going to be this morning for High Lake. This is a game, obviously, for Hamburg. If you lose, it's not the end of the world, but you don't want to lose it.
First pitch in there for a strike to Damon Campanaro. Bases are loaded with 1 out. It's Lawless at third, Melchior at second, and Brody at first. High Lake has struggled with his command so far in this inning. The 0-1 hits him and forces in a run. Campanaro hit by the pitch, and it's 3-2 in the second.
Definitely a well-earned RBI there for Campanaro as Lawless comes home and touches the plate. That's what you can't do in games like this. You can't give away free outs, free runs, free anything. And right there, it happens again. That's just a curveball that gets away from High Lake, as that was his 40th pitch so far today, as we heard, sent down to the manager for Hamburg, Brian Duffick. And as we said, we'll see how long he goes.
First pitch to Jake Primo is a called strike 0-1. Yeah, and you mentioned the last 2 batters, the walk and the hit by pitch, directly leading to that run. I mean, you're just not giving your team a chance when you're not making the offense do anything. That one's a slow roller to shortstop. Loduca charges. His only play is to first. Throw is in time for the out. It's an RBI ground out for Primo. And now the game is tied again. It's 3-3.
Doing a job as Melchior scores. That's an unearned run because he reached via an error. But still, they tie the game back up. We're back up at 3 apiece. And, I mean, this is going to be a good game. I think these are 2 really good teams. And Smith Post, I think, they took it personally after they lost 11-0 the first time these teams played. They want to get Hamburg back and force a winner-take-all game 2 this afternoon.
Second and third, 2 outs for Derek Holmes. Takes in the dirt, and it gets away from Schmarter. A run will score, and Smith Post leads 4-3. And this has just been a nightmare of an inning for Hamburg.
And let's look at how the last couple of guys who've scored got on. Lawless singled, but Melchior reached on an error. Brody reached via a walk. Campanaro got hit by a pitch that moved all the runners up. That's free 90s. Those are free runs right there, and that's going to be it for High Lake this morning.
Michael High Lake, only 2 2/3 innings. He gives up 4 runs, although not all of them earned, and he's still responsible for Campanaro at third. Smith Post back in front here in the second. We'll get a new pitcher for Hamburg when we return.
Ulster Federal Credit Union is a non-profit association of member owners whose goal is to help our members improve their personal financial status. UFCU, where people are worth more than money. Altamira Sew and Vac offers the Hudson Valley efficient, professional repairs of your vacuums, sewing machines, and sells the finest vacuum cleaners on the planet. Visit us at 703 Ulster Avenue in Kingston. With hundreds of flavors of ice cream deliciousness, the Jolly Cow in Lake Katrine has been serving our customers for almost 60 years. We always appreciate your business and look forward to serving you. A proud supporter of Legion Baseball. Live video streaming of the American Legion New York State Baseball Championship Series is brought to you by Wirecast. No matter the scale of your production, Wirecast software lets you share your passion with the world. Live. Part of the 16-team Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, the Saugerty Stallions deliver a premier level of baseball right here on Cantine Field every summer in June and July. Special thanks to the Saugerty Stallions.
Welcome back to Cantine Field. Here, pitching change. New pitcher for Hamburg is Kyle Kazuski. And he comes in with a runner at third and 2 outs. Comes in the middle of this at-bat as well, by the way. First pitch to Derek Holmes was in the dirt from High Lake. It was a wild pitch that allowed a run to score, so Kazuski enters with a 1-0 count, and now it's behind 2-0. Well, if you like pitching and defense, then I wouldn't suggest watching this game. It has not been oriented towards that part of baseball at all. That one misses 3-0 now. 8 hits and 7 runs. We're still on the top of the second.
If you want pitching and defense, go watch the Hamburg Kingston Socrates game from last night.
3-0 is in there for a strike, 3-1. And yeah, Hamburg and Kingston Socrates played some really good games. First game of the tournament, but for both of those teams, was a 4-2 win for Hamburg. And then in the rematch, a 2-1 win last night. That one, a strike to Holmes, and the count full, 3-2. Campanaro with third, 2 outs, and a full count. And that one well high for ball 4, and the inning continues.
Well, not what you want there for Kutrewski coming in here, giving up a leadoff base runner. There's still 2 outs, so you're still only just 1 pitch away from seeing yourself out of this top of the second inning.
I'll bring up the first baseman, Marco Macri. He walked his first time. Just a frustrating inning to watch, Jake. 2 walks, a hit by pitch, an error, and Macri takes a ball, 1-0.
And if you're Hamburg, the last thing you can afford to do here is burn a bunch of pitchers in this game because you need arms for if there's a game, too.
That one swung on and missed, waved over the top of it. 1-1 on Macri.
Obviously, the thought process has got to be, how can we win this game, obviously. But at the same time, you can't go all out and throw 7 pitchers to try and win this game, and then if you lose.
2-1 line drive, base hit into center field. The run scores, and it's 5-3 Smith Post. RBI single for Marco Macri.
Another run scores, and Dylan, 3 of the 4 runs this inning that have scored have come from guys that have reached base not via a hit. It was an error. They got Melchior on. Brody reached via the walk. Campanaro reached via a hit by pitch. Those are guys that shouldn't be on base.
So first and second as the inning continues for Evan DeLutis, who swings the first pitch, flares it in the air to center. Torello under it, and he finally ends the inning for Hamburg. 4 runs across for Smith Post as they send all 9 batters to the plate. We head to the bottom of the second. Smith Post in front 5-3.
Tough legal problems require attorneys that know how to best represent you. For all your personal injury or other legal needs, the super lawyers at Bash & Keegan of Kingston, New York will fight for you.
Delivering the finest produce available, the freshest meats cut and ground daily, plus a wide selection of seafood, bakery, and floral, all from a staff that knows customer service. We're your community partner. That's Price Chopper.
Pick the responsive team with dedicated advocates on your side. Think about the difference it will make in your life and the lives of your children to have an attorney who listens, responds to your phone calls in a timely manner, and advocates zealously for your rights. Think Andrea Gomulski, attorney at law.
Stewart's Shops are best known for their ice cream, locally sourced products, coffee, and grab-and-go foods. If you are looking for friendly service, hometown feel, and delicious ice cream year-round, visit Stewart's today.
For over a combined 170 years, the attorneys at Kirk & Teff Workers' Compensation and Social Security Disability have delivered the justice their clients have deserved. Visit Albany Workers' Comp Law.
Bottom of the second inning here at Cantine Field, the 2021 American Legion New York State Championship. Hamburg trails Smith Post 5-3. It'll be the number 9 hitter Andrew Stabluski to lead off for Hamburg. First pitch from Riley Brody misses outside, 1-0. Well, Hamburg, no shortage of offense in that first inning. They had 3 runs on 4 hits, but after the defense and the pitching really let them down in the top half of the second, they're going to need to get some more runs here.
Dylan, this is a Hamburg team that we know can hit. And, down 2, I don't think you're panicking. Obviously, you still have 6 innings to work, 6 innings worth of at-bats to work with here. So a lot of time still to play, but you want to get back early here. Get the momentum back in your favor.
2-0, swung on and missed. 2-1 on Stabluski. And for Brody, obviously, it has to be a nice shot of confidence. Your team gives you 4 runs in the top half of this inning, and you get back in front after you got hit pretty hard in the first. That one misses. 3-1 now on Stabluski.
A shutdown inning for Brody would be huge for Smith Post. Really, the pendulum's already leaning in their favor, but a shutdown inning will solidify that and really give them the momentum.
3-1 pitch from Brody. In there for a strike, and the count's full.
The last thing you want to do here if you're Brody is walk the leadoff hitter, not just the leadoff hitter, but the 9-hole hitter in the lineup for Hamburg.
He walked the leadoff hitter in the first inning, Santino Torello. First 3 batters ended up reaching that frame. All 3 scored. That one fouled off as Stabluski just stays alive.
Stabluski was 0 for 1 yesterday before being pulled for a pinch hitter. And Aiden Bruner, who we saw get the last out of the last inning via the double play.
Count still full on Stabluski. The payoff pitch from Brody. Tapped on the ground. Second base picked up by Primo. Throw to first. Brody covering, and that's out number 1.
Goes down as 4-1 in the scorebook, and really nice job by Brody getting to the bag. He recognized his first baseman, Macri, took a step towards second. If Macri tried to get back to the time, it might have thrown off the entire play. So, Brody doing his PFPs, gets over to the bag in time, and they're able to get the first out of the inning.
That'll flip the lineup for the leadoff man, Santino Torello, who drew a walk in his first at-bat. First plate appearance. Not an official at-bat. First pitch from Brody. Inside for a ball, 1-0.
I think that sidearm delivery threw off Williamson, too, behind the plate.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to frame that one, just wasn't able to squeeze it. Ball popped right out of his glove, came all the way towards the Smith Post dugout there. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed, 1-1.
You got to catch the ball before you even worry about framing it. I mean, obviously receiving is so important for a catcher, but not really going to get a strike call if the ball's in the dugout.
1-1 pitch from Brody. Foul back, 1-2.
Now you're ahead 1-2 if you're Brody. This would be big if you can get Torello down here.
Brody, the 1-2 pitch to Torello. Curveball misses, 2-2.
It's a good spot for the curveball, honestly. If you're going to miss of a curveball, you got to miss it down. Try to get on the chase. We saw what happened last inning when Brody left too many curveballs up over the plate. The Hamburg offense took advantage of it.
2-2 upstairs, and the count's full. Back-to-back full counts to start this inning for the Hamburg hitters.
Not a bad idea to follow up a curveball up, a fastball up. This is where you got to come back with a quality pitcher to Torello.
Brody set, and the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to third base, picked up by Holmes. Throw to first, and it pulls Macri off the bag. That'll be an E5, and Torello reaches with 1 out.
I think the story so far today, Dylan, has just been the free bases given up by each team, and each team is taking advantage here. So now Hamburg, pendulum now kind of shifts back in their favor a little bit and have to find a way to, take advantage of it. You got 2, 3, 4 set to come to the plate. Guys that hit the ball well last inning off Brody. We'll see if they can do it again.
There's Alex Zimian. Singled his first time. First pitch, ground ball, back to the mound. Brody goes to second for 1 on the first, a double play. And for the second straight inning, Smith Post turns 2 to get out of the frame. We go to the third here at Cantine Field. Smith Post with a 5-3 lead.
Lawyer.com to learn more.
107.3 WRWD and iHeartMedia are proud to promote and support the New York State American Legion Championships. iHeartMedia, live and local in your community.
Glenn F. Cavista and Associates is an experienced firm providing consultation to business owners throughout New York in the areas of liquor licensing, corporations, and insurance. Take advantage of our combined 85 years of experience. 242 Broadway in Port Ewan.
Tough legal problems require attorneys that know how to best represent you. For all your personal injury or other legal needs, the super lawyers at Bash & Keegan of Kingston, New York will fight for you.
Delivering the finest produce available, the freshest meats cut and ground daily, plus a wide selection of seafood, bakery, and floral, all from a staff that knows customer service. We're your community partner. That's Price Chopper.
Pick the responsive team with dedicated advocates on your side. Think about the difference it will make in your life and the lives of your children to have an attorney who listens, responds to your phone calls in a timely manner, and advocates zealously for your rights. Think Andrea Gomolski, attorney at law.
Stewart's shops are best known for their ice cream, locally sourced products, coffee, and grab-and-go foods. If you are looking for friendly service, hometown feel, and delicious ice cream year-round, visit Stewart's today.
For over a combined 170 years, the attorneys at Kirk and Teff Workers' Compensation and Social Security Disability have delivered the justice their
Top of the third inning here at Cantine Field, Socrates, New York, game one of this championship series between Hamburg and Smith Post. Smith Post with a 5-3 lead. As we enter the third inning, they're trying to force a second game here in this series, and the catcher Kyle Williamson will lead off in the third as he takes a front door breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Another pitcher heading down in the bullpen for Hamburg. It looks like Joseph Riddebach getting set to warm up. Maybe we'll see him next inning.
Count now 1-1. That one misses outside. Kyle Kaczewski finished off the second inning. Short outing for Michael Heilig. That one grounded fair down the third base line past the diving Kiefer. It's a base hit. Williamson with a big turn. He'll head back to first with a leadoff single.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, I say it all the time, Dylan, it's not about how hard you hit it, it's about where you hit it. And that one just found a perfect spot out of the way of the outstretched arms of Kiefer at third. And you saw Williamson, not sure if you could see it on the stream or not, but he stumbled pretty bad around first. I don't even think he should have went to second. I think a strong throw from Stabluski and left definitely would have had him. But another leadoff runner.
First pitch to Jack Lawless misses 1-0. Seems like it has been a bit of a tight zone tonight. Been consistent, not criticizing by any means. Just seems like the zone has been a little bit small. That one fouled back, 1-1.
Look, as long as it's consistent, Dylan, I got nothing wrong with it. And look, at this level, the zone should be pretty true. Belt the knees, the plate, maybe a little bit of forgiveness if the catcher, gives you a good receive.
That one misses high, 2-1. Lawless singled his first time and came around to score back in the second inning. Big 4-run inning for Smith Post. That one in the dirt gets away from Schmarter, and Williamson will take second easily on the wild pitch.
And another free base given up by Hamburg. The battery of Williamson and Kaczewski. And that's been the theme today. So we've hit on it a lot, Dylan. It's just been free bases given up and how each team has done a great job taking advantage.
3-1 now, lined into left center. That's going to be a base hit. Williamson to third. He will be held there. And there's runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Lawless just drops that one in there, and Williamson holds him at third because he had to hold up between second and third because he wasn't sure if that was going to be in there or not. From our vantage point, it looked like it was going to be in there, but from his vantage point closer to field level, might have looked like the center fielder Torello or the left fielder Stabluski would have gotten it. Now if runners on the corners, we'll see what the infield does here. If you're Hamburg, you have to know the offense you have. So if it was me, I would have the middle back ready to turn two. I'd have the corners up and decide on what the easiest route is then. But you got to trust your offense here if you're Hamburg. And I think if you can get 2 outs, I'm willing to trade it for a run. And that's what it looks like they're doing.
First and third, nobody out. Then Melchior is going to bunt. Throw to first in time. Now they throw home, and it's not going to be in time. A delayed steal home on the bunt from Melchior, and it's 6-3 Smith Post.
Little suicide squeeze action there, but not really the traditional way we see a squeeze go. So great bunt, first of all, by Melchior. And Williamson was just hopping off the bag, waiting for that throw. The minute the throw went, very similar to what we saw in the 2015 World Series when David Wright had the ball and Ike Davis overthrew the catcher at home for the Mets, and the Royals took the lead there. Very similar to heads-up base running. That's one where I think if you feel that ball, you got to run that runner back at third.
First pitch to Brody, hit on the ground to first and into right field for a base hit. Coming to third and being held there is Lawless. Second hit of the game for Brody, and there's runners at the corners with still only 1 out. And, man, Smith Post is just having their way offensively.
Brody has reached in every at-bat so far tonight. 1 in each inning, 1 single walk, single. Now you still have 1 out. runners on the corners. Obviously, middle's going to play back here, trying to turn 2, and, they got to do it. Time's running out now as it scores now 6-3. Smith Post with the lead.
First and third, still 1 out. First pitch to Campanaro, up and in for a ball, 1-0.
We talked about it again. It's been all singles this inning, but still, just guys getting on base, and both teams doing a great job hitting with runners in scoring position.
2-0 now as that one misses well outside, and Kaczewski has lost the zone a little bit here. 2-0, foul back. 2-1, and it's really just such a drastic difference. You look at last night, Hamburg against a very, very strong Kingston Socrates offense, held them to just 1 run, just 3 hits. There's only 1 out in the third. They've already given up 6 runs on 8 hits here today. And that one lined hard to left. That's a fair ball. That's going to get down into the corner. 1 run scores. Brody coming to third. He'll be waved around. He will score. It's a 2-run double for Damon Campanaro, and it's 8-3 Smith Post.
My, oh my, Smith Post just tacking it on against Hamburg here. And we talked about when you're struggling with your command, you're just trying to throw strikes. And when you're trying to throw strikes, you're just leaving balls up over the plate. And Smith Post has really just done a great job taking advantage here. As we said, Hamburg's got the offense to come back in this one, but the more runs you give up, the harder it's going to get.
And Kaczewski just not able to buy an out right now. 4 of the first 5 batters in this inning have hit safely. The only out was a sac bunt by Dylan Melchior. Now we have Jake Primo, Campanaro at second, and still only 1 out. Now a 5-run lead for Smith Post. Hamburg mercy than the last time these two teams played, but now Smith Post getting in that mercy territory. That one gets away from the catcher, Schmarter, and moving up to third is Campanaro, and just another crucial mistake from this Hamburg defense. And Jake, you gotta be honest, they are not playing good baseball right now.
That's just lack of focus. Look, if a team's hitting it, which, Smith Post has done this inning, they've hit it well, but, a lot of the runs that came before this inning have just come from lack of focus from this Hamburg team.
1-0 drops in there for a strike, and the count even 1-1.
Got a couple more pitchers walking down towards the bullpen to warm up now for Hamburg, and now you're going to get into a very tricky situation if you're them.
2-1 now, and Jake, it's 8-3. They have another runner at third, only 1 out. But again, you talk about how explosive this Hamburg offense is. They're not out of it, but they have to find a way to limit the offense. That one popped up behind the plate. Schmarter gives it a look, but it's going to be out of play. And the count even 2-2.
And look, obviously, you still want to win this game. If you win this game, tournament's over. You're moving on to Massachusetts. Smith Post is done. Hamburg wins the state championship. But at the same time, you got to start thinking ahead to a potential game 2 if you're the manager for Hamburg, Brian Duffick, because last thing you want to do is go all out in this game and throw 6 guys, and then you go into the next game with no pitchers. I think once you get past Kaczewski here, you maybe want to keep it at 1 more pitcher the rest of the way.
2-2, lifted foul out of play, and the count remains 2-2.
There is some action, as we said, down in the Hamburg bullpen.
Kaczewski set, another 2-2 pitch outside, and it's full 3-2.
And I think the next couple of innings are going to probably determine what the strategy that Duffick goes with here. If his team can start to chip away at it, then he'll probably, throw all of his cards out there.
That one fouled back. Nice job by Primo just to get the bat on that one. Well late on that fastball.
But if the offense can't put up any runs and they're down by, 5 or more through 5 innings, at that point you probably just have to ride out whoever your pitcher is at that point and start thinking ahead to game 2.
Another 3-2. Again, fouled back out of play. Primo continuing to fight. Jake, you mentioned the 2 games yesterday were both very short, only about an hour and a half. We are coming up on an hour in this game already, and there's only 1 out in the top of the third. And we still might have a second game.
When teams hit, there's a chance for some long games, and that's what we've seen today. 11 combined runs already.
Another 3-2, and again, Primo fouls it back. And yeah, like you mentioned, we are seeing good offense, and we are not seeing good pitching at all.
No.
12 hits and 11 runs in not yet 2.5 innings. Count remains full on Jake Primo. Campanero at third with one down. Another payoff pitch. Ground ball to third, and it's in the left field, a base hit. Another run scores. It's 9-3 in favor of Smith Post.
Second single for Primo, second RBI, and as many at-bats for him. It's now 9-3 Smith Post, and that's just infield's playing up. LaDuca can't get over to that, and I mean, that middle infield of LaDuca and Armstrong was so good yesterday. They're really struggling so far this morning.
Gonna bring up Derek Holmes. Throw over to first, and close. Almost got Primo, but he's able to get back in there. And now you talk about Kyle Kaczewski. He has faced 6 batters this inning. 5 of them have recorded hits. The only out, a sac bunt. The only out was an out that was literally given to him as Holmes swings and misses 0-1.
But even on that out, a run scored.
Yeah.
On the suicide
and that was the
squeeze.
reason. Yeah, they only bunted because they had runners at first and third and nobody out at that point. 0-1 to Holmes. Swung on and missed. Not picking up that breaking ball low and away, and he's down 0-2.
Here's my question. Do you even call it a suicide squeeze? Because
I don't know.
the runner on third,
Safety
Williamson,
squeeze. I would call it a safety squeeze.
because he didn't come home on the bunt.
Again, another pickoff attempt, and again, Primo sneaking back in there.
First base ump calls him safe. Definitely not a shortage of umps today. We have 6.
Yeah.
1 at each base, 2 in the outfield. That's how you know it's serious. It's a big game.
Yeah, hopefully no calls will be wrong. Another one over to first. This time they got him. The third time's the charm. Jake Primo gets picked off at first for the second out of the inning.
And now you clear the bases. Now if you're Kaczewski, just got to clear your head and get the out here. As we said, we know how good this Hamburg offense can be. They can score in bunches. We've seen it before. Against Oneonta the other night, they put up 7 in the second, 9 in the second, 7 in the fifth.
0-2, Nubber down the third base line. It's a fair ball, charging it and not able to make the play is Kiefer. It's in and out of his glove, and Holmes will reach. We'll see how they score that. But nonetheless, the inning continues on a play that could have ended the inning.
I think that's got to be an error. That is an error. And, yeah, just another sloppy defensive play. I mean, it wasn't going to be an easy play. I think if Kiefer fields it cleanly, I think he gets him on a good throw. So that's why I think it goes down as an error, but just more sloppy defense. You know, we've seen wild pitches this inning. We've seen pass balls. Guys have scored after that. Now we have an error there. It's been a mess for this Hamburg defense today.
It really has. That's their second error, and Marco Macri takes just outside, 1-0. Smith Post, 1 run in the first, and even then they could have had more. They left the bases loaded. 4 runs in the second, 4 in this inning. Now 2-0.
9 to the plate last inning. This is now the 8th batter to come to the plate this inning in Macri. Almost everybody in this lineup has, the first 5 hitters are now batted 3 times in the third.
That one's hit high in the air, left field line, down the line, foul territory, and it's going to get out of play. 2-1 on Macri.
Catcher Schmarter yelling that one is out. So the left fielder, Sapluski, doesn't take himself into the fence there.
Holmes off of first. 2 outs and a 2-1 count on Macri. That one fouled out of play as well, and then the count's even 2-2.
1 pitch away here for Kaczewski. It's been another long inning for him.
Fair.
4 more runs. And just got to get out of this inning and let your team hit. You got 15 outs to work with if you're Hamburg. A lot of baseball left to play.
2-2, ground ball back to the mound, picked up by Kaczewski. He will throw to first to finally end the inning. Another big inning for
Saugerties
Smith
Kiwanis
Post.
is the
They had
collaborative
4
force
more
behind multiple
as we hit
programs,
the bottom of the
including the
third.
Hudson
It's
Valley Garlic
9-3.
Festival, the Kiwanis Club Ice Arena, student scholarships, the Key Club and Builders Club, and the Coats for Kids and Backpack programs. Learn more at hvgf.org.
Sawyer Motors is a proud sponsor of the New York State American Legion Baseball Championship. A full-service automotive center, Syracusano family and all of their staff work hard to make a difference in every aspect of the Saugerties community. Looking for a new car? Check out Sawyer Motors. Sawyer Savings Bank in Saugerties is a partner you can count on for all your banking needs. Experience worth banking on since 1871. Sawyer Savings Bank. Delvecchia and Kraft accident lawyers have been representing accident victims, injured workers, and people in need for over 30 years. If you need legal assistance, call Chris Kraft of Dalvecchia and Kraft Accident Attorneys.
J. Mullen & Sons is the Hudson Valley's trusted contractor for over 35 years, offering a wide range of commercial building and demolition services. We're a New York DEP certified contractor and a certified EFIS STO contractor. Go Post 72! The Computer Guys in Saugerties is your go-to source for computer repair, custom builds, phone systems, and data recovery. We'll also handle on
Welcome back to Cantine Field here, Saugerties, New York. Bottom of the third inning, Smith Post starting to run away with it. They have a 9-3 lead. Riley Brody back out to the mound, and Jack Duffick will lead off. For Hamburg, he doubled in his first at-bat. Takes a strike, 0-1.
First pitch there from Brody goes to that sidearm slot. Now he's in control. He's got a 6-run lead to work with.
0-1 pitch. Drops in there, and it's 0-2. And Brody, yeah, you mentioned in the first inning he got hit really, really hard, but bounced back with a 1-2-3 inning in the second. And he's ahead 0-2 of Duffick here. That one misses high, 1-2. Brody kicks and deals the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle to short, picked up by Campanaro. Throw to first. In time, one away.
Nice play by Campanaro there. Took a couple extra steps. I mean, more steps than I would have taken, but one of those situations where he probably feels it, knows the runner, not the fastest runner, and Duffick takes the time to set himself, make sure he gets a good grip on the ball, and then rips it across the diamond.
So one down. That'll bring up the catcher, Max Schmarter. 0-for-1. Popped out on the infield his first time. Well, we've seen a lot of Hamburg's explosive offense throughout this tournament, and they're going to need some of that here. I mean, even more importantly, they're going to need some pitchers who can get them outs. They haven't been able to get any outs already. You just have to keep this game within reach. Swing and a miss by Schmarter, 0-1.
These guys are dying. Dude, you just said hamburger.
0-1 pitch from Brody. Lifted in the air to straightaway right field. Lawless is under it. 2 down.
So after a 1-2-3 inning in the second, first 2 batters retired easily by Brody here. And you can see him. He's starting to get into a bit of a groove here. Rolled a couple of double plays the last couple of innings. Now he gets 2 quick outs. He's doing a nice job mixing in that sidearm slot. Now he's dropping in that curveball. And he just has these Hamburg hitters looking confused up there.
First pitch to Jacob LaDuca stays upstairs. 1-0. LaDuca singled his first time and stole second as well. Brody working quickly now. 1-0 pitch is inside. 2-0.
Interested to see what Hamburg does in the top half of the fourth. See if they roll back of Katrusky or if they bring in another pitcher.
2-0, roped to left field. That's going to be a base hit for LaDuca, his second of the game. And he's on with 2 outs, here in the third.
Yeah, obviously, a 2-out single. We'll see if they put him in motion at all here. Armstrong at the plate. He had a really nice day yesterday. He singled his first time up. And, I mean, if you're Hamburg, if you can get that run home and at least just get one, just try to get the ball rolling here and try to work a comeback. This is a team that's not used to playing from behind. Pretty much the first time all tournament they have to fight back.
Here's Matthew Armstrong. First pitch swinging, and he fouls that one away. 0-1. 3 runs on 5 hits now for Hamburg. On the other side, Smith Post 9 runs on 10 hits in only 3 innings. LaDuca leads off first, 2 outs, and now they'll throw over to check on LaDuca, who gets back in there. Oh, 1 pitch from Brody, fouled straight back, and it's 0-2.
Now, if you're Brody, you're up 0-2 on Armstrong, who we all know is a good hitter. So there's a lot of tricks you can pull out of your sleeve here. You know, do you go with maybe that sidearm slot, try to throw him off? Do you try to maybe bury a curveball here? If you're going to throw a curveball, it's got to be buried. You can't hang it here.
Brody set. The 0-2, LaDuca takes off. Pitch is swung on and missed to end the inning. Another good inning from Riley Brody. And we head to the
Site and
fourth
remote
inning here in
service and
game number
support.
one.
Stop in at 265 Main Street in
with a 9-3
Saugerties.
lead over Hamburg.
Deising's Bakery is an award-winning bakery, restaurant, and catering company proudly serving Ulster County and the Hudson Valley since 1965. Open 7 days a week and serving breakfast and lunch all day. Deising's Bakery.
Saugerties Kiwanis is the collaborative force behind multiple programs including the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival, the Kiwanis Club Ice Arena, student scholarships, the Key Club and Builders Club, and the Coats for Kids and Backpack programs. Learn more at hvgf.org.
Sawyer Motors is a proud sponsor of the New York State American Legion Baseball Championship. A full-service automotive center, Syracusano family and all of their staff work hard to make a difference in every aspect of the Saugerties community. Looking for a new car? Check out Sawyer Motors. Sawyer Savings Bank in Saugerties is a partner you can count on for all your banking needs. Experience worth banking on since 1871. Sawyer Savings Bank. Delvecchia and Kraft accident lawyers have been representing accident victims, injured workers, and people in need for over 30 years. If you need legal assistance, call Chris Kraft of Delvecchia and Kraft Accident Attorneys.
J. Mullen & Sons is the Hudson Valley's trusted contractor for over 35 years, offering a wide range of commercial.
Welcome back to Cantine Field here, Saugerties, New York. Beautiful day for some championship baseball. The 2021 American Legion New York State Championship. Smith Post trying to force a second and final game. And it's looking good. They have a 9-3 lead. First pitch to Evan DeLutis in the air to right field. Coming on is Aiden Brunner to make the catch for out number one.
Well, that's what you want here if you're Kaczewski. If you can get a quick inning here, after 2 innings that just weren't that good. And now you got the bottom of the lineup to work with, who did some damage last inning, so you can't just write them off. But, statistically, if you're more likely to get these guys out, so got to do it.
First pitch to the catcher Kyle Williamson's inside for a ball. Williamson against Kaczewski last inning singled. Eventually came around to score. Jack Lawless on deck also singled. As you mentioned, Jake, that one's in there for a strike, 1-1. And then Dylan Melchior, who laid down the sack bunt and got an RBI out of it. So the bottom three produced last inning as Williamson's now ahead 2-1. Lawless is actually 2 for 2 in this game as well. That one swung on and missed, count 2-2.
And look, we know how good this Hamburg offense can be. I know we've kind of sounded like a broken record saying how much they can score in bunches. We've seen it in this tournament. So if you can just hold Smith Post, you still got 4 at-bats to work with here if you're Hamburg.
2-2 popped up, foul territory. Giving it a look and making the play is Schmarter right in front of the fence, kind of near the right side of that grandstand. That's out number 2.
Manor Planet, too, did a good job because we see a lot of catchers, especially here. They'll run all the way up to the wall because it looks like the ball is going to come out, and then it'll have all that backspin on it, and then it'll come back over their head. But a nice job there by Schmarter, kind of staying right at the edge of that track and letting it come back to him.
First pitch to Jack Lawless is right there for a strike. So Kyle Kaczewski he's really, really working quickly now already, pitching again, and he's ahead 0-2. I almost can't even time in between pitches there. He got that ball and was back on the mound, ready to throw, basically before I even looked up.
He's feeling himself now, so I think he just wants to get the ball and throw, and now time's going to be called.
Yeah,
slow him down.
If I'm Kaczewski, I'd be a little frustrated right now.
Got the umpire brushing off the plate.
Brush off the plate.
Come on,
yeah,
you
now,
can't,
yeah. If I'm
that.
Kaczewski, I'm a little frustrated. See now, and yeah, look, he turns, gives him a look. You don't need to do that.
But the batter calls time. Give him a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Don't do all that extra stuff. Now he steps
Kaczewski's going to step off, so now, yeah, Kaczewski just trying to reset his own rhythm now. Still ahead 0-2. And now calling time is Lawless.
Got a battle going on right now. This is what you like to see. 2 guys who know how to fight.
And now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball right by him to end the inning. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Kaczewski. But Hamburg needs to get the bats
The
going. They
pride
trail
of the PGCDL.
9-3.
WalterTech provides all of the behind-the-scenes gear in all levels of video production, from podcasts to broadcast television and major professional sports, from cameras and lighting to cables and wireless microphones. Our house is your house. We're America's broadcast supply house. Experience next-level banking with MHV Credit Union. Manage finances with ease. Apply online for loans in minutes. Use our mobile app for at-home banking. 14 locations across Dutchess, Orange, and Ulster counties. The Tretoris Law Firm has been providing personalized services to those faced with the legalities around aging parents or family members with disabilities. We're your experienced Hudson Valley elder law and estate planning attorney. Ulster Federal Credit Union is a non-profit association of member owners whose goal is to help our members improve their personal financial status. UFCU, where people are worth more than money. Altamira Sew and Vac offers the Hudson Valley efficient, professional repairs of your vacuums, sewing machines, and sells the finest vacuum cleaners on the planet. Visit us at 703 Ulster Avenue in Kingston. With hundreds of flavors of ice cream deliciousness, the Jolly Cow in Lake Katrine has been serving our customers for almost 60 years. We always appreciate your business and look forward to serving you.
Bottom four, Hamburg back to the plate. First pitch swinging is Connor Kiefer. One hops to the first baseman Macri, flips to the pitcher Brody, covering the bag for the first out of the inning. And another good start for Riley Brody, who's out for his fourth inning of work, who after, labored through the first inning, has really picked up the last 2 1/3 as Aiden Brunner comes to the plate now for Hamburg.
Yeah, now set down 5 of the last 6 he's faced, excuse me.
First pitch to him, down below the knees for a ball. Counts nothing on 1. Brunner grounded into a 4-6-3 double play back in the first. Ended that frame and halted any more momentum that Hamburg could have. The 1-0's in there at the belt for a called strike. 1-1. And that double play back in the first really could be looked at the tide shifter in this game, as Brody set at the letters, working from the windup, righty on righty. Here's the pitch. That one's chopped towards short. Campanaro fields it, bobbles it, up with it, and bobbles it again. So it's going to be an E6 on the shortstop Campanaro, and it's a 1-out base runner for Hamburg, and we'll see if they can strike back. Back to what I was saying, Dylan, when Brunner grounded into that double play, there was only 1 out. Bases were loaded, so Hamburg had a chance to add on more. They don't. Smith Post turns that double play and then proceeds to score 8 unanswered runs.
Yeah, huge turning point, and that error right there could potentially be a turning point. Obviously, you mentioned Hamburg. They're able to get it going at any time, and you can't afford to give them free base runners, even when you're up by 6 runs.
First pitch is to Bluski in there for a called strike on the outside corner. A big one at that. Get ahead in the count to follow up that error. Working from the windup. Set at his face as Brody throws back over to first, diving in head first. Was Brunner safe? We saw last inning a pickoff. Jake Primo was nabbed by Kyle Kaczewski. We've seen a handful of pickoffs so far in this tournament. A bunch of pitchers who have really good moves. Getting set is Browdy. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Went with a sidearm action there. Misses away. Counts 1-1. One the count, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Aiden Brunner leads off first. Andrew Stabluski at the plate. The 9-hole hitter for Hamburg. The pitch roped left field the other way. Drops in for a base hit. Back-to-back base runners now for Hamburg. And if they're going to come back in this game, Dylan, this is a chance to do it, as they're now threatening with 1 away in the top of the lineup back to the plate.
Yeah, this is the perfect time. You got a free base runner with the error. They kind of gifted you one, so now you have to take advantage of it. Hamburg has done a really good job of doing that throughout this tournament. They haven't been able to do it today, but perfect time. 2 on, 1 out in the top of the order. We saw these top 3 hitters all reach consecutively to start the first inning, so you know they'd love to do that again right now.
Santino throw to the plate. Runners on first and second, 1 out. 9-3 the score. The first pitch from Browdy went back to the sidearm, misses outside for a ball to the righty Torello, and the count is 1-0. Checking back at the runner at second is Brody. That's Bruner who leads off there. Set above the letters, here's the 1-0. That one's roped, left field, base hit. Heading to third is Bruner. He's being waved home. The throw will be cut off by the third baseman, Holmes, and heading back to third smartly is Bruner. And it's a 1-out single. Back-to-back singles for Hamburg. Santino Torello is now on first. Bases loaded, 1 out, and probably a smart decision by Brian Duffick to hold Bruner at third, knowing the situation, knowing that you can threaten here. Now you have bases loaded with 1 out. Alex Zimian at the plate. Corners up, middle back. Looking for a double play. First pitch, a fastball over the top for a called strike. Counts 0-1 to Zimian.
Yeah, that's how you mess with the hitter's timing. If you're Brody, he normally comes with a fastball from that sidearm angle, but then he comes over the top. You can get a guy like Zimian sitting curveball.
The 0-1's a curveball in there for a called strike. Counts now 0-2 to Zimian, who's 1 for 2 so far this morning. He grounded into an inning-ending double play back in the second inning, trying to avoid a similar fate here in the fourth. Back to the windup is Brody with the bases juice. 0-2 the count, 1 out, bottom 4. Here's the pitch. That one's flared, foul, left side, and out of play. We'll do
Nice
it again
job
at 0-2.
By Alex Zimian there, just to get a bat on the ball. He knows right now his goal is just put this ball in play, get that runner from third home any way he can. Grounded into an inning-ending double play his last time, so.
Base hit here would be huge for Hamburg. Counts 0-2. Here's the pitch from Brody. Upstairs for a ball, 1-2. Not a bad idea going upstairs with a fastball after you dropped the curveball in a couple of pitches ago. Now it's 1-2.
Yeah, it's a good pitch, just not close enough to tempt a hitter like Zimian. You want to elevate it, but you don't want to elevate it quite that high.
Righty on lefty the matchup. Here's the pitch. Another curveball roped right to first. Going home with it is the first baseman. Macri gets away from the catcher, Williamson, so scoring is Bruner, but Bruner stopped halfway. I don't know why he stopped halfway. It was a force out anyway.
Yeah, I think he just forgot that he was forced. He paused like he was going to get into a rundown. Then luckily the throw home bounced and couldn't be handled there by Williamson behind the plate. It's going to be a fielder's choice, and I suppose an RBI for Zimian.
E5 fielder's choice, probably not an RBI because it's an error. So it brings Duffick to the plate. Bases remain loaded. First pitch to him is sliced foul to the right side and out of play. So the score is now 9-4. Smith Post still leads Hamburg here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Bases remain loaded after Alex Zimian reached after a poor throw by the first baseman, Macri, that couldn't be handled by the catcher Williamson. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a curveball on the inside corner for a called strike, and Brody's up again in a count 0-2.
Again, just the defensive mistakes. We've seen it from both sides. It's a big one, letting Hamburg kind of creep back into this one.
That one's roped down the right field line, slicing back towards the right fielder Lawless. It drops in front of him for a base hit. The throw home is cut off by the first baseman Macri. Scoring is Stabluski, and it's an RBI single for Jack Duffick, and it's 9-5. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Hamburg isn't done quite yet.
Great piece of hitting there by Jack Duffick. 2 strikes on him. He knows he just has to make contact. Outside part of the plate, he stays with it, and not a super hard hit ball, but he just flares it into right field, gets down in front of Lawless, and Hamburg very content to just go station to station here these last few at-bats.
Max Schmarter to the plate now. Bases remain loaded, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth inning, 9-5 the score. Brody sets and deals from the windup, throws a curveball that misses upstairs above the letters to Schmarter. The count's 1-0 to him.
And Santino Torello over there at third base, he is dancing off that bag. He's trying to take up as much of Brody's attention as he can.
Here's the 1-0. Outside for a ball, 2-0. So after a leadoff ground ball back to the pitcher by Connor Kiefer to start the inning, 5 consecutive Hamburg hitters have reached base. 3 via hit, 2 via errors. The 2-0 pitch hit towards left center field. That splits the gap, goes to the wall. Scoring is Torello. Rounding third and scoring is Zimian. Heading to third is Duffick, and sliding in the second, head first safely as Schmarter. It's a 2 RBI double for him. It's now 9-7 Smith Post as Hamburg fights back here in the fourth.
Yeah, well, we talked about it all game, and for good reason. This Hamburg offense can get on you in a hurry, and they have done that here in the fourth. Took them a little while to come back to life after a big first, but once they get rolling, they are rolling. And Jake, the tying runs in scoring position with only one out here in the fourth.
LaDuca to the plate, first pitch to him, outside for a ball, 1-0.
It was 9-3 entering this inning. They've scored 4 runs already. Still have 2 in scoring position.
The tides have really changed here. Here's the 1-0, a curveball in there for a called strike to LaDuca, makes the count 1-1. Well, the 4 runs that have scored this inning, only 2 have been earned. A couple of errors have come back to haunt Smith Post. Here's the 1-1 from Brody. That one's roped, high in the air, right center field. Racing over is Ludus, getting set to tag from third is Duffick. Ball is caught, Duffick comes home. Throw will trickle its way to the catcher, Williamson, who keeps it in front of him. Won't matter, though, as Duffick scores. It's 9-8, moving to third is Schmarter. So now there's a runner on third, 2 outs in the fourth. For the ninth hitter to come to the plate this inning, Matthew Armstrong.
Yeah, LaDuca, again, just doing a job. Lifts the ball in the air to right center, and that's enough. And now, obviously, Armstrong, base hit, could tie the game here.
Armstrong 1 for 2 this morning. First pitch to him. Roped up the middle, and we have a tie ball game. Max Schmarter scores. It's 9-9. It's a 6-run inning for Hamburg. And just like that, we got a brand new ball game here in Saugerties.
Jake, this game is really something else, isn't it? We'll give the crowd a little behind the scenes info. So game 2, the call is going to be me and our partner Michael Gross, and we told Michael before the game we'll let him know if he has to show up to the field today. When it was 9-3, we said probably, but all of a sudden it's 9-9.
I'm gonna have to text him right now and tell him he's gonna be in shock.
Yeah, I mean, this is just unbelievable. Hamburg with their offense is unbelievable. Again, you give them an inch, they take a mile. 2 errors in this inning would have been those last 2 outs, and Hamburg takes advantage.
Connor Kiefer at the plate. He led off the inning. Grounded back to the pitcher. The 0-1 to him. Curveball misses upstairs above the belt for a ball, 1-1. So after Kiefer got on, 6 consecutive Hamburg batters got on. All 6 came around the score. And the second out of the inning came on a sac fly by Jacob LaDuca, so still a productive out. Brody from the stretch, runner goes. Pitches upstairs for a ball. The throw to second by Williamson is high. And in the second is Matthew Armstrong with a stolen base. So now Hamburg has the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the count's now 2-1 to Connor Kiefer. 2 gone, bottom 4, 9-9 the score. A 2-1 pitch from Brody. That one's roped towards center. DeLudis has a read on it, takes 2 steps back and makes the catch. And that will finally retire this side. Connor Kiefer makes the first and third out of the inning. But sandwiched between that is 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 runner left on base for Hamburg. What of the 5th? A brand new ball game, so stick with us. 9-9 the score.
Contractor and a certified EFIS STO contractor. Go Post 72. The Computer Guys in Saugerties is your go-to source for computer repair, custom builds, phone systems, and data recovery. We'll also handle on-site and remote service and support. Stop in at 265 Main Street in Saugerties.
Dysing's Bakery is an award-winning bakery, restaurant, and catering company proudly serving Ulster County and the Hudson Valley since 1965. Open 7 days a week and serving breakfast and lunch all day. Dysing's Bakery.
Saugerties Kiwanis is the collaborative force behind multiple programs including the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival, the Kiwanis Club Ice Arena, student scholarships, the Key Club and Builders Club, and the Coats for Kids and Backpack programs. Learn more at hvgf.org.
Sawyer Motors is a proud sponsor of the New York State American Legion Baseball Championship. A full-service automotive center, Syracusano family and all of their staff work hard to make a difference in every aspect of the Saugerties community. Looking for a new car? Check out Sawyer Motors. Sawyer Savings Bank in Saugerties is a partner you can count on for all your banking needs. Experience worth banking on since 1871.
Back
Sawyer
here from the
Savings
New York
Bank.
State Championship game between
Delvecchio
Hamburg
and
and
Kraft
Smith Post.
accident lawyers
It's
have
a
been
brand new
representing
ball
accident
game.
victims, injured workers,
As the
and people
count is
in
now
need for over 30
2-0.
years. If you need
the
legal
leadoff hitter.
assistance, call Chris Kraft.
That one's fouled back. Counts 1-2 now to Dylan Melchior, the 9-hole hitter, who leads things off here in the top half of the 5th inning. Once again, Jake Starr, Dylan McGlynn. Thanks for joining us from Saugerties, New York. The 1-2 pitch upstairs for a ball. Makes the count 2-2 now.
Yeah, Jake, this has certainly been a wild game, and depending how it ends, we might have another one.
The 2-2's upstairs for a ball. So once again, it's the top of the 5th, 9-9 the score. Smith Post back at the plate after Hamburg put up 6 in the bottom of the 4th to tie it. That 3-2 upstairs. Melchior didn't go. So it's a walk given up by Kaczewski. The first walk he has surrendered so far today. And there's a leadoff base runner now back at the top of the lineup for Smith Post.
I mean, in the 3rd inning, if I had told you that Kaczewski could possibly end up somehow in line for the win in this game, would you believe me?
No, never would have believed you, but
If
now
he
he's
gets-
got a new ball game.
Yeah, if he gets through this inning and then Hamburg able to take the lead, then Kaczewski would be in line for the win, which seems crazy because last time we saw him on the mound, Hamburg was losing 9-3.
So back over to first again. Diving back in safely as Melchior.
Well, one thing for certain, the runs haven't been hard to come by. We've played 4 innings. There's been 18 total runs and 20 hits.
That one's fouled back. Makes the count 0-1 now to Brody. This is Brody's 4th plate appearance so far today. He's 2 for 2, a couple singles. He walked. He has scored all 3 times he's reached base. Here's the 0-1. Inside for a ball, 1-1. So after a game last night between Hamburg and Kingston Sauger that saw 3 combined runs on 6 combined hits, this game through 4+ has seen 18 runs scored and 20 hits. Draw back over to first, low. And Melchior is back in safely. Also combined, the 2 games yesterday were 3 hours and 13 minutes. That one's in there for, no, they're going to say it was a balk. Melchior moves to second on a balk as Kaczewski never came set. And still with nothing away, Smith Post has a chance to regain the lead with the runner in scoring position.
We've seen that happen a few times in this tournament. Obviously, a really bad spot for that to happen to Kaczewski. Put a runner in scoring position here.
Coaching staff for Hamburg asked if it was because he didn't come to a stop, and that's what the home plate umpire said. So they alert Kaczewski just to be careful with that. Set at the belt, takes a deep breath. Here's the 1-1. That one's hit straight up in the air, foul territory. Schmarter off with the mask, gives it a look, and it's out of play foul. And it makes it 1-2 now to Riley Brody.
And Riley Brody's still on the mound.
We'll see how long they push him.
He's allowed 9 runs in 4 innings.
As the count's now 1-2, nothing away, runner on second. Here's the pitch. Curveball, hit straight up in the air, foul again. Schmarter moves towards the dugout on the left side, and it's out of play, foul once again. And we'll do it again with Brody at 1-2.
Yeah, so Schmarter gave that one a long run. Obviously just wants to bring one of these back in and get that first out. But Brody doing a nice job continuing to fight. Obviously hasn't had the best day on the mound, but he's had a very good day at the plate. Reached base all 3 times with a pair of hits. Scored 3 runs as well.
5 for his last 5, including yesterday. Kaczewski set at the belt, checks back. Here's the 1-2. Inside corner, called strike 3. A big second strikeout this morning for Kyle Kaczewski. And that's the first out of the inning. It'll bring the 2-hole hitter Damon Campanero to the plate.
Yeah, you saw Brody move off the plate, kind of back away from that one, but then when strike 3 was called, no argument from him, so it seemed like he might have been just bumping off the plate a little bit to kind of try to buy that call. Didn't get it. Big strikeout there for Kaczewski.
Here's Campanero, first pitch to him, and they're going to say it was a balk again.
Wow.
Melchior moves to third. And that's just one of those things where Kaczewski just rushing into his delivery, not coming set, and now we're going to get a mound visit here from Duffick, probably just to settle him down because he's all over the place right now, not coming set.
I think he might want to talk to the umpire, too, about the balk, yeah. Yeah, he's just coming out to ask about the balk here. And for Kaczewski, I mean, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you're coming set. This is a situation right now without those two balks where it'd be one out and a runner at first. And right now you have a very good RBI spot instead with a runner at third and one down.
Got a conversation between Brian Duffick, the manager for Hamburg, and the home plate umpire Tim Geiser. It doesn't appear to be too demonstrative. A very calm conversation between the two of them. Probably about the balk. Not sure if Duffick's saying maybe the home plate umpire is being too particular with it. You know, maybe he is pausing, but it's not long enough for the home plate umpire.
Maybe just asking for, a very clear description so that way when Kaczewski comes back, he can say, very clearly, hey, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you have to avoid doing.
So the infield will come up about halfway. Looks like they're still willing to trade an out for a run here. That pitch is upstairs and in tight on Campanero for a ball. Makes the count 1-0 to him. 1-0 the count. Kaczewski comes set and deals. A curveball in there for a called strike. Counts 1-1. Obviously, if you're Hamburg here, willing to go up and out for a run. Knowing your offense, you still have 9 outs to work with.
Exactly. Yeah, you feel like you can get a run.
The 1-1 pitch, a curveball, misses low and away for a ball. Schmarter had to slide off his block to catch that one.
Obviously, you would love to get out of this inning without allowing that run to score, but if you're Hamburg, you don't think that's the end of the world by any means.
2-1 pitch, fouled back off the netting behind home plate. Makes the count 2-2, so a strikeout would obviously be huge. Anything shallow in the air would also be big. Anything on the ground pretty much will be a run here. And obviously Hamburg, they've put up 9 so far today. They can score in bunches, so probably not too worried if a run scores. A 2-2. Hit in the air, first base side. Duffick races in, makes the catch. A bit awkwardly, but does it. So you get that shallow pop fly in the air, and now you got the second out of the inning for Jake Primo.
There you go. And, like you mentioned, was a little bit awkward. Seemed like kind of hung up there. You had Duffick, Armstrong, and Kaczewski all merging towards it. Duffick ended up having to kind of avoid Kaczewski a little bit there. It didn't seem like there was too much communication on the infield, but the ball was caught, so no harm, no foul at the end of the day.
Here's the first pitch. Curveball just below the knees for a ball to Primo. 1-0 the count. And usually the rule of thumb always on an infield pop fly, the pitcher, your goal is get the heck out of the way.
Yeah, exactly. You are not supposed to catch that ball.
The 1-0 pitch up above the letters makes it 2-0 now to Primo. Primo is 2 for 3 today, a couple singles, 2 RBI. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Curveball just misses hitting Primo. 3-0. Primo singled his last time up in the third, but was then promptly picked off by Kaczewski. 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Just misses on the inside corner. So a 4-pitch, 2-out walk to Primo, who reaches base for the 3rd time today. On the 2nd walk so far today for Kaczewski. And now Derek Holmes comes to the plate with a chance to tack some more runs on here for Smith Post in the top of the 5th. 9-9 the score.
Yeah, I feel like once you fell behind, 2-0, 3-0 on Primo, you're okay with walking him. You feel like you have a lot better chance against Holmes. Holmes 0 for 2 with a walk so far in this one.
First pitch fouled back towards our vantage point, but thankfully over our heads. Makes the count 0-1 to Holmes, who is 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a double play back in the first. Reached via an error in the third. Walked in the second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 2. And now Kaczewski is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning and working around the runner on third.
Yeah, it was a big-time spot with that fastball right there. Huge, huge pitch.
0-2 from Kaczewski. Upstairs above the letters makes the count 1-2 now to Holmes.
It'll be interesting to see what they go with here to try to put him away.
Set at the letters. Here's the pitch. Curveball hits slowly down the line, fielded by the third baseman Kiefer, fires across a low throw, picked by the first baseman Duffick, and it's a big play by him because that ends the inning and keeps any runs off the board for Smith Post.
What a play.
No runs, no hits. 2 left on base for Smith Post. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th, still tied up at 9 for the New York State American Legion
proud supporter
Championship
of Legion
game.
Baseball. Live video streaming of the American Legion New York State Baseball Championship Series is brought to you by Wirecast. No matter the scale of your production, Wirecast software lets you share your passion with the world. Live. Part of the 16-team Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, the Saugerty Stallions deliver a premier level of baseball right here on Cantine Field every summer in June and July. Special thanks to the Saugerty Stallions, the pride of the PGCBL. Marker Tech provides all of the behind-the-scenes gear in all levels of video production, from podcasts to broadcast television and major professional sports, from cameras and lighting to cables and wireless microphones. Our house is your house. We're America's broadcast supply house. Experience next-level banking with MHV Credit Union. Manage finances with ease. Apply online for loans in minutes. Use our mobile app for at-home banking. 14 locations across Dutchess, Orange, and Ulster counties. The Trattoris Law Firm has been providing personalized services to those faced with the legalities around aging parents or family members with disabilities. We're your experienced Hudson Valley elder law and estate planning attorney. Ulster Federal Credit Union is a non-profit association of member owners whose goal is to help our members improve their personal financial status. UFCU, where people are worth more than money. Altamira Sew & Vac offers the Hudson Valley efficient, professional repair.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Hamburg back to the plate. Aiden Bruner leads things off. Takes that first pitch from Riley Brody for a ball. The count's now 1-0 to him. Bruner, the 8-hole hitter. Here's the 1-0 pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Makes the count 1-1. Hamburg back to the plate after sending 10 batters to the plate back in the fourth. They scored 6 runs to tie the game at 9. 1-2 gets the knees on the inside corner again. Counts now 1-2 to Bruner.
I have to say I'm a little surprised. Brody is still out there after last inning. Faced 10 batters, gave up 6 runs.
The 1-2 pitch, curveball, misses down low, counts 2-2.
But at the same time, I think, they trust him enough to try to get this scoreless fifth inning and save your arms. Obviously, Smith Post, their best case scenario is they have to play another game here.
1-2 misses just outside, evens up the count at 2. And obviously, they'll probably pitch Brody as much as they can. The game's obviously still very much in hand. It's tied in the fifth. Try to preserve pitchers for a hopeful game 2. The 3-2 is swung on and missed by Aiden Bruner. It's only the second strikeout so far today, still this morning for 8 more minutes for Riley Brody, and it brings Andrew Sabluski, the 9-hole hitter, to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today with a run. First pitch to him, going back to that sidearm pitch. Missed that low and away to the lefty Sabluski. Gets away from the catcher Williamson. Obviously doesn't matter. With no one on base, 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Squares the bunt, stabs at it, misses it, and the count's now 1-1 to him.
Yeah, you mentioned the problem right there, stabbed at it. Gotta let the ball come to the barrel of the bat. Can't push the bat at the ball if you're trying to bunt.
Here's the pitch. Curveball, right at the bell on the outside corner for a called strike. It's 1-2 now to Stabluski. Brody works from the windup. Here's the pitch. That one's hit in the air, foul territory, third base side. The third baseman, Holmes, will give it a look and watch it go out of play. So the count remains 1-2 now to Stabluski. The 9-hole hitter looking to turn the lineup over. So complete the third time through already for Hamburg as Stabluski calls time. Set it to letters as Brody, works from the windup. Here's the 1-2. Curveball just fought off there by Stabluski, and the count remains 1-2.
Yeah, nice job just to stay alive there. Got fooled. He was out in front. Able to keep the bat through the zone and just tap that one foul.
1-2, 1 out. Brody, here's the pitch. Goes with another curveball, misses it away for a ball. Evens up the count of 2 apiece.
It's going to be interesting to see if Hamburg can get some base runners here, what the decision would be with Brody on the mound.
The 2-2 pitch up in the zone, hit straight up in the air, right side. Second baseman Primo, back into the infield, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And it'll get us back to the top of the lineup to Santino Torello. If we can get innings as quick as this one's going so far, definitely got to pitch some more. At this point, unless he gets into more trouble, they'll probably ride Brody out to the maximum amount of pitches.
Yeah, I have to imagine at this point. I mean, if you're going to leave him in after a 6-run inning, you're going to ride with him. So, yeah, I have to think they're going to let him go as long as he possibly can. Obviously, at this age level, there is a limit to how many pitches you can throw in a game.
First pitch of Terrell, the leadoff hitter, up here with 2 outs. He takes a curveball for a called strike. Makes the count 0-1 to him. Torello is 1 for 2 so far today. Has reached base all 3 times. Has scored a couple of runs. The 0-1 pitch bounces. Blocked by the catcher Williamson. Nice job by him. Makes the count 1-1. Bottom 5 all tied up at 9. Obviously, if Hamburg wins this game, they win the state championship. If Smith Post wins this game, then we'll have a winner-take-all game about a half hour following the conclusion of this one for the championship. The 1-1 pitch misses outside for a ball to Torello. He's now up in the count 2-1.
Obviously, if you're just joining us, Smith Post at one point led this game 9-3. Hamburg beat Smith Post 11-0 2 days ago.
Curveball in there for a called strike. 2-2 now, the count to Torello.
Shows you how weird baseball can be. Hamburg comes out Monday, dominates from start to finish. Smith Post comes out, dominates early, and then Hamburg turns it on just like that, and we get a tie game.
It's been a tale of 2 games. A 2-2 pitch. Went back to the sidearm, was brought. He fouled off by Torello.
Torello's been on base all 3 times he's been up tonight, but his line score reached just 1 for 2. He's singled, walked, and reached on an error.
2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Torello. Curveball, hung up there in the zone, flared out the right center field, drops in front of the center fielder DeLutis, and it's a 2-out base hit for Santino Torello, his 2nd hit today in as many at-bats. And now Alex Zimian comes to the plate, and quite possibly maybe a chance for Hamburg here to do some damage with 2 gone.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Brody leaves that curve up in the zone, not hit terribly hard by Torello, but hit well enough to go right back up the middle for a base hit. And yeah, like you said, Zimian, guy who also has been on base twice tonight, could find a gap and maybe score Torello. He's got good speed.
Back to the stretches, Brody. First pitch for a ball, 1-0. Maybe we see Torello put in motion here with 2 outs.
Wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, that would put you in a much better position, Hamburg. If you're Hamburg, give you a runner in scoring position. Base hit could score a run in that situation.
Here's the 1-0. Swinging and missing at that one was Zimian, way ahead of that off-speed pitch. Makes the count 1-1. Coach Duffick down at third, giving some signs to Torello and Zimian. Torello leads off first, 2 outs, 1-1 the count. As Brody steps off, gives a little, fake throw over.
We kind of jinxed each other there.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Down low for breaking pitch. Fouling that one off with Zimian. Just got a piece of it before it hit the dirt. And now the count's 1-2, and Brody's 1 pitch away from getting out of this 5th.
Yeah, you can see Zimian not picking up that breaking ball super well these last 2 pitches. He's chased it down and in both times. If I'm Brody, no reason that I'm not going to throw that one more time and try to bury it.
1-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. Slapped the other way towards second. Primo down on one knee, fields it, throws the first. It is in time, and that retires the side. No runs on a hit, 1 left on base for Hamburg, and for the first time tonight, neither team has scored in an inning. We'll head to the 6th for the New York State American Legion Championship.
Of your vacuums, sewing machines, and sells the finest vacuum cleaners on the planet. Visit us at 703 Ulster Avenue in Kingston. With hundreds of flavors of ice cream deliciousness, the Jolly Cow in Lake Katrine has been serving our customers for almost 60 years. We always appreciate your business and look forward to serving you. A proud supporter of Legion Baseball. Live video streaming of the American Legion New York State Baseball Championship Series is brought to you by Wirecast. No matter the scale of your production, Wirecast software lets you share your passion with the world. Live. Part of the 16-team Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, the Saugerty Stallions deliver a premier level of baseball right here on Cantine Field every summer in June and July. Special thanks to the Saugerty Stallions, the pride of the PGCBL. Marker Tech provides all of the behind-the-scenes gear in all levels of video production, from podcasts to broadcast television and major professional sports, from cameras and lighting to cables and wireless microphones. Our house is your house. We're America's broadcast supply house. Experience next-level banking with MHV Credit Union. Manage finances with ease. Apply online for loans in minutes. Use our mobile app for at-home banking. 14 locations across Dutchess, Orange, and Ulster counties. The Trattoris Law Firm has been providing personalized services to those faced with the legalities around aging parents or families.
Top of the sixth inning, 5-6-7, due up for Smith Post. Marco Macri leads things off. Kyle Kaczewski back out for another inning of work. First pitch from him in there for a called strike. Counts 0-1 to Macri. And Kaczewski, after struggling to start off this outing for him after he came in the second, has really settled in. Zeros on the board the last 2 innings, and now the count is 0-2 after he drops in a beautiful curveball to Macri. The 0-2 pitch, another curveball. That one misses outside for a ball. 1-2. Macri, 1 for 2 so far today. Has a walk and an RBI as well. Grounded back to the pitcher Kaczewski his last time up. The 1-2 pitch, flared out towards left. Bit shallow. Stablewski comes in, moves towards the line, and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. And it'll bring Evan DeLutis to the plate.
Yeah, it's been a nice job here by Kaczewski these last few innings. So, mentioned that he ran into trouble last time out in the 5th inning, was able to work around it, and obviously for him, his goal here is just get back in your dugout as quickly as possible and keep this game tied at 9.
Dating back to the start of the 4th, 7 of the last 9 Smith Post hitters have been sent down by Kaczewski. Drops in a curveball for a called strike at the belt.
And
makes the count 0-1 now to DeLutis.
No hits for Smith Post since the 3rd inning.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another beautiful curveball in there for a called strike. 0-2 the count.
Yeah, these last, between the 4th and 5th innings, first out of the 5th, only 2 base runners, both on walks issued by Kaczewski.
The 0-2 pitch just misses outside for a ball. 1-2, not a bad idea. Going back to the fastball there after back-to-back curveballs to start off this at-bat from Kyle Kaczewski. Here's the 1-2 from the wind. Another curveball, this time below the knees, counts 2-2. Now you don't want to lose DeLutis here as the count's even. Kaczewski, as we've seen today, trying to work quickly, but this time DeLutis calls time to try and disrupt that rhythm a little bit. Here's the 2-2. That one's hit towards center field on a rope. Ranging over to the gap is Torello in left center, and he makes the squeeze for the second out of the inning. And it brings Kyle Williamson to the plate now. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, hit well, just stayed up. You could hear the Smith Post dugout as soon as that ball left the bat. You hear a couple guys get a little pumped up, but unfortunately for them, you can't always control where the ball ends up. Hit hard by DeLutis, but just right at Torello.
So Kyle Williamson in the plate. We said he's 1 for 3, singled and scored back in the 3rd. The first pitch to him's a curveball in there for a called strike. And the ability by Kaczewski to control and mix in that curveball has been big for Hamburg so far this afternoon. 3 minutes old this afternoon is. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's upstairs at the shoulders for a ball. Counts 1-1 out of Williamson.
Yeah, it is 12:03. We are creeping up on the 2-hour mark, which...
That curveball fouled off. Makes the count 1-2. Williamson just couldn't hold back long enough on that one. And now Kaczewski, 1 pitch, 1 out away from getting his second 1-2-3 inning so far today. Gets the sign from his catcher, Smarter. Holds his glove in front of his face. Works from the windup, the 1-2 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3. 3rd strikeout so far today for Kaczewski, and it's a big one. We are through 5.5 as Smith Post goes down 1-2-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 9 in the New York State American Legion Championship game.
Clients have deserved. Visit AlbanyWorkersCompLawyer.com to learn more.
107.3 WRWD and iHeartMedia are proud to promote and support the New York State American Legion Championships. iHeartMedia, live and local in your community.
Glenn F. Cabista and Associates is an experienced firm providing consultation to business owners throughout New York in the areas of liquor licensing, corporations, and insurance. Take advantage of our combined 85 years of experience. 242 Broadway in Port Ewan.
Tough legal problems require attorneys that know how to best represent you. For all your personal injury or other legal needs, the super lawyers at Bash & Keegan of Kingston, New York will fight for you.
Delivering the finest produce available, the freshest meats cut and ground daily, plus a wide selection of seafood, bakery, and floral, all from a staff that knows customer service. We're your community partner. That's Price Chopper.
Pick the responsive team with dedicated advocates on your side. Think about the difference it will make in your life and the lives of your children to have an attorney who...
So it's bottom of the 6th inning, 9-9 the score. Hamburg, the home team, at the plate. Hamburg has yet to lose a game in this tournament. They are 4-0. Smith Post 3-1 so far. Obviously, if Hamburg wins, it's over. They win the state championship. They move on to the regional in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts. That's August 4th to the 8th. Jack Duffick leads things off. First pitch from Brody is a curveball down low for a ball. Duffick had no intention of swinging at that one. If Smith Post wins, then we play another game about a half hour following the conclusion of this game, and that's winner take all. The 1-0 curveball down for a ball. Counts 2-0 to Duffick. Riley Brody has battled today through 5+. Here's the 2-0. That one's roped, just foul on the left field side. Makes the count now 2-1 to Duffick.
Yeah, obviously you set the scene for our audience there a little bit. If you're Hamburg, 1 run and then 3 outs could end this tournament.
The 2-1 pitch, fastball in the outside corner. Back to that sidearm slot was Brody. Even at the count of 2-2 as Brody's done a nice job battling back here.
He's doing a nice job just hanging in there all night.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Big curveball hit down the third base line, just foul, says Ron Starsack, the third base umpire. So a couple of balls that have been just foul. We'll see what Brody comes back with here if he goes back to that curveball. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's hit hard. Left center field gap. Ranging back is DeLutis. He won't get it. It'll roll to the wall. Rounding first, heading to second is Duffick. Whole stop there standing up. It's a lead-off double for Jack Duffick, and Hamburg is in business. And that might be the day for Brody as we get a mound visit here for Smith Post.
Yeah, I have to imagine that that's going to do it for Brody. He's given up all 9 runs. That was a 12th hit off of him. I have to say he did a nice job just hanging in there. It could be really easy to get down on yourself and kind of get yourself out of the game after.
Guess not.
Wow, yeah, he's not going to go. But, I mean, he gave up 6 runs in the 4th inning. It could be really easy to just bail and kind of say,
no,
all right,
it is.
had
There
a
is a
bad
new
day.
pitcher.
And, yeah, we are going to get a new pitcher. Derek Holmes is currently towing the rubber. And
So
he's got the game
Holmes
ball in his hands.
We'll move the pitcher. We'll give you the rest of the changes and introduce you to the Holmes on the other side of this break. Be right back for the New York State Championship game.
Of Dalvecchia and Kraft Accident Attorneys.
J. Mullen & Sons is the Hudson Valley's trusted contractor for over 35 years, offering a wide range of commercial building and demolition services. We're a New York DEP certified contractor and a certified EFIS STO contractor. Go Post 72! The Computer Guys in Saugerties is your go-to source for computer repair, custom builds, phone systems, and data recovery. We'll also handle on-site and remote service and support. Stop in at 265 Main Street in Saugerties.
Dysing's Bakery is an award-winning bakery, restaurant, and catering company proudly serving Ulster County and the Hudson Valley since 1965. Open 7 days a week and serving breakfast and lunch all day. Dysing's Bakery.
Saugerties Kiwanis is the collaborative force behind multiple programs including the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival, the Kiwanis Club Ice Arena, student scholarships, the Key Club and Builders Club, and the Coats for Kids and Backpack programs. Learn more at hvgf.org.
Sawyer Motors is a proud sponsor of the New York State American Legion Baseball Championship. A full-service automotive center, Syracusano family and all of their staff work hard to make a difference in every aspect of the Saugerties community. Looking for a new car? Check out Sawyer Motors. Sawyer Savings Bank in Saugerties is a partner you can count on for all your banking needs. Experience worth banking on since 1871. Sawyer Savings Bank. Dalvecchia and Kraft Accident Lawyer.
Derek Holmes, the new pitcher for Smith Post, inherits a runner on second, nothing away. Here in the bottom of the 6th with Hamburg at the plate. So, moving to second was Brody. Prima moved from second to third. Brody was pitching, now he's at second. Campanero moved from short to third, and then the third baseman, Derek Holmes, comes in the pitch. He relieves Riley Brody, who went 5+, gave up 12 hits, walked 1, struck out 2. Currently has given up 9 runs, 7 earned, but the runner on second is his. Max Schmarter to the plate now. A big spot here for Hamburg. Here's the first pitch. That one misses upstairs for a ball. The count is 1-0 to Schmarter. So to recap, in the infield, it's now right to left. Macri at first, Brody at second, Primo at short, Campanero at third, and Holmes moves from third to the mound. And he's got a big spot here. He sets at the belt, checks back at Duffick at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball right at the belt, counts 1-1 now to Schmarter.
Schmarter 1 for 3. Doubled his last time. Obviously, a double here would do the job, but at the very least, you want a ground ball to that right side and move that runner to third.
Here's the 1-1 pitch from Holmes. Curveball, big swing and a miss from Schmarter. Now the count's 1-2. I think Schmarter saw that curveball and tried to just uncork on that one, but all you got to do is just drop one in the outfield, and you probably get the lead. 1-2 the count to Schmarter, who's 1 for 3 today. Had an RBI double his last time up. Duffick leads off second. Here's the pitch. Bounces, gets away from the catcher Williamson. Moving to third is Duffick, and now the go-ahead run is just 90 feet away for Hamburg. It was obviously a ball, so it's 2-2. As Duffick moved up on the wild pitch, still nothing away. Infield obviously will come up now for Smith Post, and they have to cut off this run. 2-2 the count. Nothing away, bottom 6. Here's the pitch. That one's floated, foul, out of play on the right side, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Good fight by Schmarter.
Yeah,
on the
that is
curveball.
just a great swing there by Max Schmarter. Really sacrificing everything just to make contact with that ball. He's not trying to put that in play. He's trying to foul that off so that he can hopefully get a ball that he can put in play.
Holmes set at the belt. Runner on third. Schmarter at the plate. Here's the pitch. That one's hit high. Left center field. DeLutis moves back. Makes the catch. Tagging from third is Duffick. Whole score. Hamburg takes the lead 10-9 on an RBI sacrifice fly by Max Schmarter.
He crushed that ball. Just stayed up enough. But it was plenty deep. And Hamburg 7 unanswered runs after they fell behind 9-3 in the top of the third. And now they're just 3 outs away from winning their second consecutive state championship.
Jacob DeLuca to the plate now. He had an RBI sac fly his last time up. Bases are empty, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss by LaDuca, who foul-tipped it. Caught by the catcher Williamson for strike number 1.
I mean, what a game, Jake. And we're not done yet.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from the stretch. A curveball in there for a called strike. LaDuca started to trigger his swing, but he held back. LaDuca's 2 for 2 so far today. A couple of singles, a couple of RBI as well. Holmes the pitcher. Here's the 0-2. Curveball misses upstairs. It's 1-2. In the top of the 7th, 8-9-1 due up for Smith Post. Lawless, Melchior, and Browdy will be the 3. Here's the 1-2. That one's another curveball, fouled back off the netting behind home plate. Counts now 1-2.
Yeah, you know Riley Brody wants that at-bat so bad. He's due up third in this inning. He got the start on the mound for Smith Post. And as long as the lead stays at 1, he should get a good chance to even the score in the 9th.
Here's the 1-2. Upstairs for a ball, 2-2.
See, I'm still in 9-inning mode. But yeah, you travel, high school.
7
Very
innings.
common, yeah, 7 innings.
2-2 the count to LaDuca. Hamburg looking to tack on some extra runs here. Big curveball misses upstairs towards the head of LaDuca. Makes the count full.
Yeah, if you're Holmes, you got to buckle down. You already gave up the lead, but you have to put that past you and just try to get these last 2 outs. You can't afford to let Hamburg add on anymore.
Payoff pitch. That one's rope, foul down the left field line and out of play. A fan on a picnic bench. A little bit of a duck there.
Yeah, there was a woman laying on that picnic table down there, and it almost got her. She was sitting up, ended up laying down, and it just sailed right over her.
Count remains full to Jacob LaDuca. Here's a 3-2. That one's hit softly, back to the mound, fielded by Holmes. He'll walk over towards the bag and flip it to the first baseman Macri for the 2nd out of the inning. Matthew Armstrong to the plate. 1 more out needed for Smith Post. before they get a chance to try and come back and keep its season alive.
Yeah, nice play there by Holmes. Bobbled it initially, but did a good job to just kind of settle down, remember that it was just a slow tapper back to the mound, so he had time. He collected himself, and, yeah, just needs to get this out here before Smith Post can turn their attention to the offense.
Armstrong 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI so far today. First pitch to him. It's a fastball that misses above the letters for a ball, 1-0 the count. Hamburg has scored 1 here in the 6th, thanks to a double by Duffick, moved to third on a wild pitch, and scored on a sacrifice fly by Schmarter. The 1-0 misses inside, shimmying back is Armstrong. The count's now 2-0 to him.
And it's kind of funny to think after all this offense, 19 runs, 22 hits, that the go-ahead run in the 6th scored with some real classic small ball.
Here's the 2-0. Misses just outside for a ball. 3-0 the count now to Armstrong. Connor Kiefer awaits on deck. He's 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's down ball 4. Matthew Armstrong works himself a 2-out walk. That'll bring Connor Kiefer to the plate with a chance to tack on more runs here for Hamburg in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 10-9, 2 out.
Yeah, obviously, you feel pretty good about your position right now if you're Hamburg, but you'd love to add on a couple more runs and really feel comfortable going into the 7th inning.
As we said, Kiefer 0 for 2 today, was hit by a pitch back in the 1st, flew out to center his last time up. That one's hit down the right field line, slicing. It's a fair ball. Rounding second, heading to third is Armstrong. The throw is bobbled by the right fielder. They're going to send Armstrong home. Here's the throw to the plate. It gets away from the catcher, Williamson, goes into the dugout. And we'll see if they send the runner Kiefer home. But the catcher, Williamson
is down, yeah.
Is down hurt.
Wait.
They're going to
Wait, what?
send?
Oh, okay. The ump confused. So
Okay.
third base, yeah.
So
Okay, Kiefer was
Armstrong scores.
Yes, Armstrong scores. Kiefer was awarded third base on the play. Now, the ump confused me because at first he motioned to second and third, and I thought he was putting both runners at second and third.
That's what I thought too.
But-
as the catcher Williamson is down.
So Armstrong scores from first on an RBI double from Connor Kiefer. Kiefer moves up to
So he was
third
saying
on the
second to
throwing
third
error.
was Tim Geiser, the home plate umpire. So
Yes.
while they check on Williamson, we're going to step aside for a quick second. Right here for the New York State Championship game.
Have been representing accident victims, injured workers, and people in need for over 30 years. If you need legal assistance, call Chris Kraft of Dalvecchia and Kraft Accident Attorneys.
J. Mullen & Sons is the Hudson Valley's trusted contractor for over 35 years, offering a wide range of commercial building and demolition services. We're a New York DEP certified contractor and a certified EFIS STO contractor. Go Post 72! The Computer Guys in Saugerties is your go-to source for computer repair, custom builds, phone systems, and data recovery. We'll also handle on-site and remote service and support. Stop in at 265 Main Street in Saugerties.
Dysing's Bakery is an award-winning bakery, restaurant, and catering company proudly serving Ulster County and the Hudson Valley since 1965. Open 7 days a week and serving breakfast and lunch all day. Dysing's Bakery.
Saugerties Kiwanis is the collaborative force behind multiple programs including the Hudson Valley Garlic Festival, the Kiwanis Club Ice Arena, student scholarships, the Key Club and Builders Club, and the Coats for Kids and Backpack programs. Learn more at hvgf.org.
Sawyer Motors is a proud sponsor of the New York State American Legion Baseball Championship. A full-service automotive center, Syracusano family and all of their staff work hard to make a difference in every aspect of the Saugerties community. Looking for a new car? Check out Sawyer Motors. Sawyer Savings Bank in Saugerties is a partner you can count on for all your banking needs. Experience worth banking on since 1871. Sawyer Savings Bank. Dalvecchia and Kraft accident lawyers have been representing accident victims, injured workers, and people in need for over 30 years. If you need legal assistance, call Chris Kraft of Dalvecchia and Kraft Accident Attorneys.
J. Mullen & Sons is the Hudson Valley's trusted contractor for over 35 years, offering a wide range of commercial building and demolition services. We're a New York DEP certified contractor and a certified EFIS STO contractor. Go Post 72! The Computer Guys in Saugerties is your go-to source for computer repair, custom builds, phone systems, and data recovery. We'll also handle on-site and remote service and support. Stop in at 265 Main Street in Saugerties.
Dysing's Bakery is an award-winning bakery, restaurant, and catering.
Back here from Cantine Field, a bit of a scary scene before we went to break, as the catcher for Smith Post, Kyle Williamson, was down, but he will remain in this game, catch a couple of warm-up pitches from Derek Holmes, and very glad to see that Williamson is okay out there because he had a hard collision with Matthew Armstrong when he came home. And just to reset it, it's 11-9, bottom 6. 2 runs have scored this inning for Hamburg to give them the lead. So when Hamburg takes the field after this half inning in the top of the 7th, they'll be just 3 outs away from clinching its 2nd consecutive state championship and a 5-0 state tournament.
Is it the thing that I was thinking? Is it consecutive? I mean, I guess it is technically.
I think it's consecutive.
There was no 2020, obviously. Hamburg, the 2019
They're still the defending champions.
State champions. Yeah, they are the defending champions, and well, they're 3 outs away from doing it again. But before that, they could add on a third run here to their lead.
Bruner the plate, runner on third. First pitch upstairs for a ball. That's Kiefer on third. He had a big RBI double that sliced down the right field line, then moved from second to third due to a throwing error by the right fielder Lawless. The 4th error today for Smith Post. Here's the pitch. In there at the knees for a called strike, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, good to see Williamson staying in the game behind the dish. Obviously, scary situation there, but he looks to be okay. Just got hit hard. Rough collision at home. Not really either player's fault by any means.
The 1-1 roped. Right center field base hit. Another run scores in Kiefer. It's a 2-out RBI single for Aiden Bruner, and it's now 12-9, Hamburg with the lead.
They can feel it now. 3 outs away with a 3-run lead. I mean, you could sense it. As soon as Duffick started this inning with a double, you could just feel the runs about to break through. Hamburg's offense so potent. And now it's just a matter, if you're Smith Post, of trying to keep this lead as close as you can and give your team a chance, some kind of chance to tie this game in the top of the 7th.
Andrew Stabluski comes to the plate now after a conversation with his first base coach. Here's the first pitch from Holmes. That one sliced foul on the right side on the ground. Hits off the tarp, makes the count 0-1 to Stabluski, who is 1 for 3 today, singled and scored back in the 4th, popped out to the second baseman his last time up.
So, Jake, now 9 unanswered runs for Hamburg in this game after they trailed 9-3.
Here's the pitch. That one's away for a ball. Makes the count 1-1. Holmes in after leaving Brody, who went 5+, 12 hits, 9 runs, 7 were earned, walked 1, struck out 2. Runner goes, here's the pitch. Calls a ball, throw to second, won't happen, as the catcher Williamson held on to it. So swiping second base is Bruner. And the 13th run for Hamburg stands just 120 feet away. A single will surely score him. Count is 2-1 to Stabluski. Set at the belt as Holmes. Here's the pitch. Upstairs above the letters for a ball, 3-1. Already 3 runs across in the frame for Hamburg. They have scored 9 unanswered runs after trailing 9-3 after 3 innings. Here's the 3-1. That's upstairs, ball 4. Stabluski works a 2-out walk. 4 straight 2-out base runners for Hamburg. And it gets us back to the top of the lineup. Santino Torello, the 8th hitter to come to the plate this inning. We said Hamburg can score in bunches. They scored 3 in the 1st, 6 in the 4th, and now 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah.
They lead 12-9, and they're just 3 outs away when they take the field from winning their 2nd consecutive New York State Championship game.
12 runs, and they've only scored in 3 of 6 innings.
Here's the first pitch to Torello. Takes that for a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. For Smith Post, Scored 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. But they've been shut down by Kyle Kaczewski 3 straight innings of zeros in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. As Kaczewski is in line for the win. Brody in line for the loss as that one is hit foul. Actually, excuse me, Holmes in line for the loss. As it counts now 0 and 2 now to Torello after he fouled that one off the helmet of Williamson.
Yeah, not necessarily what you want to see for Kyle Williamson behind the dish after the hard collision. Obviously, he appears to be okay. He stayed in the game, but takes a foul ball right off his mask. Last thing you want to see after a big collision is him getting beat up any further here.
0-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitcher, Torello. That one's hit softly up the middle. Base hit. Rounding third, Stabluski. Heading to third. Bruner actually was rounding third. He scored. Heading to third is Stabluski. And it's an RBI single as Bruner scores for Torello. And it is now 13-9. Smith Post leads as they just keep tacking on.
Yeah, I mean, and this inning just continues. Alex Zimian will be the 9th batter to hit in the inning, so if he can reach, they'll bat it around for the second time in this game. They also batted around in the 4th, and now obviously they feel really, really good here, up 4 runs with just 3 outs to get, and in a good position to keep adding on with runners at the corners and 2 down.
13 runs on 15 hits for Hamburg, 9 runs on 10 hits for Smith Post. It's been a valiant effort by both teams in a back-and-forth ball game. The first pitch to Zimian in there for a called strike. Count is 0-1. Zimian the DH today. He pitched a complete game, 1-run effort last night against Kingston Socrates to propel Hamburg to this championship game and end the host team's season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner goes. Ball is down. There will be no throw by the catcher Williamson. Torello swipes second. Now there's runners on second and third with 2 outs. Here in the 6th, 13-9 to score. There have been 5 straight 2-out base runners for Hamburg. Holmes set at the belt. Here's the 1-1. That one's lined foul down the left side and bounces over the fence out of play. A parent on a bench tried to stab at it with her right bare hand, but couldn't get to it. This is the second inning today that at least 9 hitters have come to the plate for Hamburg. Also happened in the 6-run 4th. The 1-2 pitch upstairs, hit in the air, foul territory, left side. Racing over is the left fielder, Melchior, and that one will bounce in front of him. Foul. Still in play, but foul. And the count is 1-2. 2 outs to Zimian. Runners on second and third, bottom 6. 13-9 to score. Hamburg leads.
Yeah, Melchior with a good jump there, but that ball just kind of drifting into foul territory. No one able to run it down. Lots of foul territory here at Cantine, especially as you kind of get towards the edges of the dugouts, right near the third base, first base kind of sides. Let's vary for that ball to land.
The 1-2. Curveball hung up there. Flared shallow center field. Sliding is the center fielder, DeLutis, and he makes the catch. And that will finally end the inning. But not before. 4 runs are scored in the inning on 4 hits. 2 runners left on base for Hamburg. We'll head to the 7th. Hamburg 3 outs away from defending its title. And Smith Post comes back. Find out on the other side here from the New York State American Legion Championship game.
Family members with disabilities, where your experienced Hudson Valley elder law and estate planning attorney. Ulster Federal Credit Union is a non-profit association of member owners whose goal is to help our members improve their personal financial status. UFCU, where people are worth more than money. Altamira Sew & Vac offers the Hudson Valley efficient, professional repairs of your vacuums, sewing machines, and sells the finest vacuum cleaners on the planet. Visit us at 703 Ulster Avenue in Kingston. With hundreds of flavors of ice cream deliciousness, the Jolly Cow in Lake Katrine has been serving our customers for almost 60 years. We always appreciate your business and look forward to serving you. A proud supporter of Legion Baseball. Live video streaming of the American Legion New York State Baseball Championship Series is brought to you by Wirecast. No matter the scale of your production, Wirecast software lets you share your passion with the world. Live. Part of the 16-team Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League, the Saugerty Stallions deliver a premier level of baseball right here on Cantine Field every summer in June and July. Special thanks to the Saugerty Stallions, the pride of the PGCBL. Marker Tech provides all of the behind-the-scenes gear in all levels of video production, from podcasts to broadcast television and major professional sports, from cameras and lighting to cables and wireless microphones. Our house is your house. We're America's broadcast supply house. Experience next-level banking with MHV Credit Union. Manage finances with ease. Apply online for loans in minutes. Use our mobile app for at-home banking. 14 locations across Dutchess, Orange, and Ulster counties. The Tritoris Law Firm has been providing personalized services to those faced with the legalities around aging parents or family members with disabilities. We're your experienced Hudson Valley elder law and estate planning attorney. Ulster Federal Credit Union is a non-profit association of member owners whose goal is to help our members improve their personal financial status. UFCU.
Top of the 7th inning, Hamburg 3 outs away from winning its second consecutive state championship game. 8-9-1 due up. Jack Lawless will lead things off as Joseph Rittebach comes in onto the mound for Hamburg. He released Kyle Kaczewski, who went 4 1/3 of excellent baseball. Gave up 3 runs. All were earned. And did not surrender a hit in the final 3 innings. The first pitch from Rittebach, just below the knees for a ball. Count is 1-0 to Lawless.
Yeah, Kaczewski really gave him exactly what they needed. Got hit hard when he first came into the game, but like you mentioned, settled in through 3 straight scoreless innings, really allowing Hamburg to come back.
Back to the box, footed by Rittebach. Throws at the first, and Hamburg's 2 outs away as Lawless is retired.
Gotta love the effort and the determination with this Smith Post dugout. They have not lost any life, any energy. They're down 4 with just 2 outs to go, but you listen to these kids, you would think it's a tie game.
Also, Aiden Dugan subbed in for Aiden Brunner in the 8th spot. If Hamburg hits again, Dugan in the right field. Just a straight sub, and as we said, Rittebach in for Kaczewski on the mound as Dylan Melchior comes to the plate. Here's a pitch from Rittebach. In there for a called strike. Makes the count 0-1. Melchior 0 for 1 today. Reach for your walk his last time up. That 0-1 is fouled back. Makes the count 0-2 now.
Yeah, Rittebach has come in not messing around, throwing strikes, which is obviously what you have to do in this situation. It's ahead 0-2. Don't think we've seen anything off speed from him so far, but this will be a good time for it here. Try to set down Melchior.
Rittebach sets out the letters. Here's the 0-2. That one's hit softly towards second. Armstrong has it. Fires the first. It's in time. And Hamburg is 1 out away. And Riley Browdy will be the final hope.
Poetic, really. The starting pitcher is the potential final out here. And on that last play, really nice hustle by Melchior down the line. Made it a much closer play than it probably would have been initially. But as you mentioned, Braudy, the man who gave up 10 runs on the mounds, has to keep his season alive at the plate.
Here's the first pitch. Misses inside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Rittebach released Kyle Kaczewski, who gave 4 1/3 of excellent baseball, in line for the win. 5 hits, 3 runs, all were earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Rittebach looking to close the deal. Here's the pitch. That one's hit towards right center field. Racing back is Dugan and Torello. Splits the gap and rolls to the wall. Heading to second is Browdy. Hobie waved around there. He's heading to third. The throw to third. Not in time. It's a 2-out triple for Riley Braudy, and Smith Post is not done quite yet. Damon Campanero to the plate now.
Yeah, Braudy just squares that one up, ripped it to right center. As soon as that ball hit up against the wall, you knew he was going to go 3, able to get there easily. No chance for the throw to beat him. And again, it's still a long shot for Smith Post, but that's how you need to get it going. You just have to go 1 at-bat at a time.
Campanaro to the plate. Runner on third, 2 outs. Rittebach trying to seal the deal here. The first pitch hit in the air to left field. Stabluski moves towards the line. Edge of the track, makes the catch. And Hamburg defends its title and wins its second consecutive New York State American Legion Championship. 13-9 to score. Hamburg on to the regionals next week in Massachusetts.
To the regional tournament, August 4th through the 8th at Springfield, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts.
What a
Joseph.
tournament for this Hamburg team. They went undefeated the whole way through. Fell behind 9-3 in the third inning of this one. Never quit once. Knew how talented their lineup was. They battled back, and they very deservedly have won their second straight championship. You got to give a lot of credit to Smith Post. Came out of the losers bracket, had a great run. I mean, they got mercy to this Hamburg team. They lost 11-0 in only 5 innings last time these two teams played, which was just 2 days ago. So for them to come back and not only put up a fight, but jump out to a big lead. Great game all around. Obviously, Smith Post going to be disappointed with the result, but can't be disappointed with their effort.
And after the celebration by Hamburg, one of the greatest traditions in youth sports, the handshake line between Smith Post and Hamburg. A valiant effort by both teams today as Hamburg celebrates its second consecutive state championship. And they'll move on to the regional tournament in Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, just outside of Worcester, starting August 4th to the 8th. And after a perfect tournament, 5-0 for Hamburg, they'll look to keep that momentum going next week in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I mean, obviously familiar territory for them, a place they advanced to in 2019. And obviously, if you're Hamburg, you just hope that this is the first celebration of many more to come. Well, actually, it's not the first because they won their district championship as well. You hope it's the second of many to come, regional championship, and then obviously whoever can win that would advance to the potential national championship. There hasn't been a team from New York that has won the national championship in American Legion ball in nearly 100 years. So Hamburg, well, if anybody's going to do it out of New York this year, it would have to be Hamburg.
Kyle Kaczewski, arguably one of the most important players of this game today for Hamburg. He went 4 1/3, 5 hits, gave up 3 runs, and most impressively, it was zeros in the 4th, 5th, and 6th, which allowed for Hamburg to put up 10 runs on the board and battle back from being down 9-3, 10 unanswered runs to help clinch the state championship game. Kyle Kaczewski gets the win today. Riley Brody gets the loss. Gets the loss. And as the trophy presentation commences down on the field, I want to send a big thank you to everybody who tuned in the last 5 days for this New York State American Legion Championship Tournament. A big thanks to everybody here in Saugerties for their hospitality all week long. Hamburg, champions once again of the New York State American Legion Tournament. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Dylan McGlynn, I'm Jake Starr. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll leave the stream on for the trophy celebration. But that's all from us. Thanks for joining us from Saugerties, New York, and Cantine Field.
I want to start off by awarding the runner-up. Great tournament, fellas. All right, and now our champions, Coach Brian Duffy. Congratulations, guys. go to the dugout, that's entirely up to you. We just have one other presentation, and that is going to our MVP, and that is Maximilian Maxwell Smarter from Hamburg Post. Game winning RBI. I want my bat back. One of the other things that, because we have a contract with Diamond Baseball, they provided all the baseballs here for the state tournament. And they also provided bat bags for the championship team. So each player, if you come up here from Hamburg, we have a bat bag, and this is from the Diamond Baseball. And ladies and gentlemen, as we do that, that concludes the 2021 Department of New York American Legion Baseball Tournament. I want to thank everybody for coming out and joining us. I want to especially say thank yous to Saugerties Kingston Post, who sponsored and hosted this, and that big crew that's back there behind the plate. Great job, guys. Without everybody doing all that hard work around here, we a tournament. So congratulations, thank you very much. God willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see you.